just remembered. We started Shadowbringers last stream. And already there was emotional damage. We had the whole thing with the people who were afflicted by this disease, where they would eventually turn into horrific creatures. And there was a child, and it happened to them, and then the lady that was helping everyone and was really sweet and kind got it too, and then got stabbed, and yay, Shadowbringers! Let's go! I'm ready! But yeah, there was a lot of emotional damage, and I knew there would be emotional damage in this, but not quite so soon. I was expecting it later. We've also got a weird thing going on with a crystally mysterious bullshit man, who I did think was Alphino, but then the quest we have now says that we have to go and find Alphino, so I'm guessing it's not Alphino then, or it could be a future version of Alphino, like an Alphino if everything goes wrong in his timeline and he comes back and he's like ridiculously powerful but also corrupted and is turning into a crystal. That is a very good point to put out the spoilers command there. Thank you, Margie. Just in case anyone is brand new here, please, no matter how much I tempt you, do not give me any spoilers. I will sometimes ask a hypothetical question like, oh, I wonder if he's gonna die soon. Or I will make weird theories like, I bet that's actually his mother, or whatever. Don't tell me, okay? Don't tell me. I'm terrible, and I'm the worst person to watch a movie with or a TV series, because I just constantly try and guess what's gonna happen. Sometimes I'm right. I would like to say most of the times I am right, but Final Fantasy has surprised me. I will say, it has very much surprised me at many points. Spoilers are useful to increase the downforce on your car. There's no downforce here. We're going full speed ahead through Shadowbringers. They have like 5 varieties and no space for nectarines. I'm not gonna lie. I was at the supermarket and I saw a nectarine. And I am never gonna think of nectarines the same ever again. Final Fantasy has ruined nectarines for me. I used to love nectarines. It's fine. It's fine, I guess, Square Enix. I didn't need nectarines in my life anyway. This place is beautiful. I want to live here. Yeah, and persimmons. Oh, hello there. Looking very spooky, I see. A small pumpkin falafel. A haunted child. Did I click all the... Okay, I didn't. Let me click this just for you. There you go. What did Final Fantasy do to nectarines? It was nectarines and persimmons. Or maybe it was just persimmons and I'm misremembering. That were the favorite fruit of a little boy who... he was going to die. Like, he was going to be corrupted. So... they will get a last meal that's like their favorite meal, and he chose persimmons as his final meal. And there's a quest where you have to go and get him a nectarine or a persimmon or whatever orange-colored exotic fruit it was. Yeah, so you like persimmons? There you go. That was Suyu's thing. So, is there any fruit that is safe from Square Enix? It'll be strawberries next. And strawberries are my favorite fruit, so if they do that to me, I will never forgive them. Ever. What am I supposed to be doing? Tears on the Sand. Oh, great. That sounds like a really fun quest. Oh, I think it's catching up with Alice and just sharing the sad news with her. Sad times. Speaking of fruit, how about that cooking stream on Sunday? Oh, yes. Hello, Curly. I did go and touch some grass. It was terrible. The graphics was so last generation. But I went to go and do something that I've been meaning to for a long time. Get a library card. I finally got a library card. And it's a beautiful, wonderful place. And I managed to pick up a few cookery books. I needed some inspiration for like autumnal cooking streams. And I found one of the most amazing cake books that I have ever seen. The stuff they have in there. They have all of these like massive cookies just like stacked with chocolate and sweets, and some insane cakes that are like rainbow cakes, and there's so much that we need to make. I also picked up a collection of spooky stories, which I hope I can read on stream at some point. But the poll is currently up on Patreon to vote for what you want me to cook on Sunday. You have until tomorrow afternoon, because that is when I am going and fetching any extra ingredients I need. So Patreons, get voting. The last time I looked, the s'mores brownie was in the lead. So if nothing changes, I'll be making s'mores brownies, which I thought were very cozy autumnal snacks. Most of the other recipes involve cinnamon and nutmeg and that kind of thing. Hello. Do you have business with the Crystal Exarch? Just say the word and I would be happy to escort you to the ocular. I think I do. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting, because if the mysterious Exarch is actually Alphino, then he's gonna recognize Alice, or she's gonna recognize him. No amount of mysterious hood wearing can disguise that that's her brother. We'll see. Or it's Thancred, and Thancred's just like gone up another level of edginess. But that's not Thancred's model. Nah. I'm like 98% convinced that that is future grown-up Alfie from a cursed timeline. I might be wrong though. Thank you for seeking me out, Astariel. It meant a lot to have you there at my side. I was tempted to set off again the moment we decided upon a direction, but you still have to visit Alphino, haven't you? And if I know my brother, he'll be on the cusp of discovering something vital to our success, if he hasn't already. I'm content to stay here and consider our options for the time being, but don't keep me waiting too long, eh? And it's looking suspiciously. There's something weird with his lips though, like that's not Alton. It looks like Catman's lips. That's what I'm feeling, but there's no cat ears, unless they're just like... Because Grahatia, I feel like that could be the bottom half of Grahatia's face. Because the lips are like... I don't know. They're suspicious. Those brownies look so sexy. I'm in love. They look really good. They do. It's very dangerous looking at these cookbooks. The most interesting cookbook I have was my Gran's. It was printed in 1924. Those are always the best recipes because they're so reliable and so dependable. I think my mum has a really old Good Housekeeping book. It was published like way before her time, and she's like, what, 50,000 years old? So, yeah, it's proper old. But you can rely on those recipes. It's just like all of the good staple recipes for dough and a good pound cake and that kind of thing. One thing I would really love to, if I ever reproduced, which would be a shocking thought, would pass down to other generations of small elves, would be a cookbook of like my own personal recipes, or like just my favorite recipes that I've stolen from various places. Because I think that's such a cute idea to pass that on. I have my great elf mother's, oh wait, or is it great elf mother's lemon drizzle cake recipe, which is really good. And I always remember her making that lemon drizzle cake. And it would be so cool to do it in like a proper book, so it's all handwritten. And they can be like, this is my legacy. My great foremother created this archive of... Mum, why is this all cakes and cookies and desserts? Did she never eat anything else? Oh no, she never ate anything else. She survived on sweet treats and bread. That's why she died so young, you see. That's gonna be my legacy. My legacy, I tell you. Mum, did she really eat these s'mores brownies? They look like they kill you. You want to fly in Amaro to Galusia? Well, I suppose if Master Shenmai is going with you. Wait here, please. The Master should be along with the mounts shortly. You can now travel to Galusia. Speak with the aspiring Amaro tamer to fly to the island. Ooh! If I did that, my Kim would be like, why are all these in the shape of boobs and pins? That is true. I feel like you'd have to leave a little bit of humor in there, because that's the whole point of handwriting a recipe. Just be like, if you did it like this, it's wrong. If it's this texture, you fucked it up.
The whistling breeze, mute. Frozen. Time itself takes a breath. At light's edge, all is perfectly still. The world captured in a painting, locked in a moment. Music, faint and fleeting, drifts coastward on the lifeless air. And in the distance, beyond the broken earth, a city beckons.
Ooh. Oh, it's almost a floating city. Almost. God, that really reminds me of Sanctifrax. It's a very niche reference, but in a really old, well, not really old, okay, like a few years old, I'm gonna say, to make myself feel better. There was a series called The Edge Chronicles. Paul Stewart and Chris Riddell. And it's a fantasy series, but there's a floating city of wizards called Sanctifrax, and it's like basically this thing is floating in the air, and it's attached to the mainland by a chain. Like there's only a single giant chain linking it to the mainland, and it's always like knocking around and about to fall over. So this seems equally perilous. I don't know if they're doing very good weight distribution here. I think they might all end up crashing down and dying. Oh, hello there. I'm seeing some fellow Wispies here as well. I feel like we all need to have a meetup on the OCE server. I want to see everyone on the EU server. Oh, I did hop over to North American servers, was it? To do a few dungeons. A couple months back, just because we wanted to do them together. So I went over onto another one. I transferred my character through magic somehow. I don't know. Maybe it was one of my old characters. I don't remember. Or was it just another EU? We might have just gone to another EU. Oh no, it was, because it was for the end of Stormblood. I lied, I'm sorry. We still need to. I mean, I need to take your bunny boy up on that date. Can't be letting him down. We have arrived. This is the Cracked Shell Beach on the eastern coast of Galusia. You should be safe here for the present. Compared to the mainland, Sin Eater attacks are far less prevalent, and the native beasts are not any more dangerous than elsewhere. It is the people you should be wary of. Is this where the fat cats live? Because I remember in the trailers, there was some, like, nobleman cats drinking. Spy you that city in the distance? That is Yulmore, the island's main settlement. It rivals the Crystarium in scale, and was once an ally in our battle against the abominations. For years, the Yulmoran elite have fancied themselves the masters of what remains of our broken world. They have gone as far to offer the leaders of other settlements their protection, if we bend the knee. But to say their ideals are questionable will be putting it mildly. The Crystarium is one among many who resist their heavy-handed authority, and while we are not at war, our relationship with Yulmore is strained at best. It may be wise to conceal your ties with the Exarch during your stay here, especially in the vicinity of this city. How can they be that powerful? It's just a tiny city. I'm glad we understand each other. Now, the Exarch has instructed me to divulge a secret that should make you finding your friend a good deal easier. Listen closely. Dum, 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 dum. Well, well, well. Yeah, you can only travel to another EU data center. Although, can I straight up just make a new character on an Oceanic server? Or is that not a thing? Like, once you're locked in completely, can you just not make characters on the others? Would I have to make a new account? I do not know the ways of the mysterious Oceanic server. I'm just gonna check, because I did hear the alerts coming out of the game thing. So we need to make sure, just in case we have a cutscene, that we do not want interrupted. Okay, there we go, there we go. All good. Because there's nothing worse than, like, you're in a really emotional cutscene, there's a character dying, and then my happy elven pipe goes off, and it's like... I wouldn't want to do that to you guys, so we're ready, we're ready. If you head south along the coast, you will eventually come to a fisherman's shack. A friend of the Crystarium lives there, a man who goes by the name of Iore. Iore. Reminds me of Igor. Iore keeps an eye on everything that happens in Calusia, and will be able to point you in the right direction. Just hand him a sprig of thyme. That will let him know you can be trusted. Iore keeps an eye, eh? I see what they did there. I see what they did there. Here, this should be enough. Find your friend. I will stay here with the Amaro until you're ready to return. Still not used to this new theme. So metal. So metal. Hey, Wolfie! Welcome on in! How are you doing? Oh! Elven Pipe! What is happening here? We've got a Manji coming back. Little Satsuma. Welcome back, my friend. I hope you don't mind if I use my resub message to Gus a bit. Oh no, is it good? Oh, don't say it's one of those that makes me have emotional damage. FFF Fridays are absolutely one of the highlights of my week, and in nearly 10 years, I've never had as much fun playing this game as when I found your channel. Thank you so much for letting me tag along and be a small, emphasis on small, part of your journey through the game. Aww, thank you for being part of my journey, Monji, and helping me every step of the way, like right from A Realm Reborn. There was a little falafel running around, helping me find places. To be honest, if it hadn't been for the Wisps in Final Fantasy, I probably would still be running around Ul'dah, confused. Probably. Or Limsa, like I'd be trapped on one of the levels of Limsa and I wouldn't know how to leave. It'd be like being stuck in purgatory. So thank you so much. It feels like an age since the days of my on-screen shenanigans of surprising you with a flying bed. That was yesterday, right? That was yesterday. Oh, that was wild. I can't believe that they made it look exactly the same as the beds in the hospital ward. Because I just didn't clock. I was like, oh yeah, this is just part of the environment. If anybody wasn't there, there's a section you go into in Heavenswood. I think we're going to visit someone who's like in a hospital bed. Vague memory of this. And there were like 4 beds there. And I just walked in, talked to the quest giver. And as I'm talking to the quest giver, the bed beside me lifts up and flies out of the room. And it's Monji. And it just perfectly blended in with the scene. And I didn't know there was a flying bed mount before that. So that was quite the surprise. Quite the surprise. Eee, what are these? The little gobby gobs. Gobby gobs! Hello? Oh, they're like traditional hobgoblins as well, with the little... I want to cosplay one. Everyone else is working on like pretty cosplays of their favorite characters, you know, in fancy outfits. I'm just show up to a convention as a Final Fantasy hobgoblin. Everyone will be like, what are you? Are you Gollum? No, I'm a hobgoblin from Final Fantasy 14 online. That's beautiful, that is. Look at the pose. Look at those knees. Now, those are the kinds of shoes that all of you bully me about. Everybody comes in near Christmas and says, oh yeah, Dawn wears pointy shoes, right? Because she's a Christmas elf. I do not wear that. Okay. What do you think is wrong with my fashion sense? I would never be caught dead in those shoes. Although I am a size 7, so, you know, that looks about my size. But still. Hey, Mooglemog. You alright? Yeah. Don't know if you heard that. She's saying hello. You sure about that, Dawn? How dare you? Can I fly here? No, they're gonna make me collect the Ather Thingies again. God damn it. These hobgoblins are based on the same enemies from the very first Final Fantasy. I need to go back and play the very first Final Fantasy at some point. Do you think it's one of those games that is like too old to play without a buttload of mods now? Or is it still playable? To be honest, I think the really, really old games still play quite well. It's the games that are in that middle period that generally need modding. Like when you get to roundabout kind of like the first Witcher games, Dragon Age, they tend to struggle on modern computers. But like the really old games seem to run fine on emulators. There's the pixel remasters, if nothing else. Oh yeah, there are, aren't there? They completely redid those. If you play the original NES version, I think it's probably too old to play. Yeah, it's good when they remaster stuff that maybe people didn't get a chance to play back in the day because they literally weren't born yet, just to like make everybody feel really old right now. Oh hi! Well, you definitely weren't born then. No, because you're 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3 years old. And look, it's 1, 2, 3 Bonovsky. Wow, what perfect timing. I didn't even mean to do that, honestly. Yeah, true this, that is totally true. Like, it's usually all of the interface stuff that's just like really wonky, and stuff like inventories and things. I mean, even if you go back to play some of the old Elder Scrolls games, it's insufferable. Every time you want to use a potion, you have to like scroll through your entire inventory and find it. And just like little things that we wouldn't expect to have to do today. Like they don't mark where you should go on the map. You're just expected to kind of know. Moogle, 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 Moogle. One moment. I saved us. Moogle has done her usual jumping on the computer. So, and yes, I still haven't disabled the top button. She likes to turn off stream occasionally. So there you go. What are you after? Fish? Crab? I think I've got an eel in a barrel somewhere if you have a taste for them. Is he a lion unicorn? Here's some thyme. The gift of time. Ooh, I do love a bit of thyme. Chuck some in the pan and it's like a bloody festival of flavour. Now, what is it I can do for you? Can't say, as there's been any... can't say, as there's been many major upsets to report these past few weeks. Alphino, eh? Aye, I know the one. Our young champion of the downtrodden. Is Alfie going to have turned into Robin Hood? I don't know if I can imagine that for him. Are we gonna go into the city and he'll be like beating up like some prison guard, like, let them free. They deserve freedom. Yulmore's richer than all of Norvamp put together, but it's a different story for them as live outside the city. Most spend every waking moment just trying to stay alive, which makes your friend's dedication to helping others stand out all the more. Oh, he's not a posh British man. He's a northern bit. I can hazard a guess as to where he is now. Get a message to him. But you'll need somewhere quiet to meet away from prying eyes. Excuse me, my lady. Are you very excited about Fuffa Friday? Is that why, Moogle? Moogle loves Fuffa Friday. Is it your favourite day of the week? Hello, little Koopo. What are you doing? You be careful up there. She's looking up at the top of the green screen like she wants to try and jump on it. I can tell you now that that is not going to work because it's a retractable green screen. Thank you. We are never safe from the Moogle chaos. Speaking of which, I just looked at the year, and last time I was around here was 6 years ago! Elsewhere release date times. I'm definitely not feeling old. That was yesterday in Elven time, Wolf. Don't worry, it was yesterday! Holy heck. God, I can't even remember what I was doing when Elsewhere launched. I don't know what I was up to at that point. Playing a lot of Elsewhere, I guess. Make for Stilltide. That's the fishing village just up the path here. You're looking for a rundown excuse for a tavern the locals call the Leaky Keel. Wait there, and I'll see that Alphino joins you. Doesn't sound like Alphino's kind of haunt, unless he's changed a lot in the time he's been away. It's really weird that all the beast tribes are friendly in this version of reality. I still don't trust them. Well, hello there. I will touch the crystal. There you go. That is my thanks for Monji's soppy resub message. I will touch the crystal. Oh my god. Halloween look is slaying. Wow. Is this the leaky bum or whatever it's called? Wait here for Alfie. It's your first time in a tavern. It's customary to buy a drink if you mean to loiter. What'll you be having? Piss, please. Ale, mead, or water? Do you have any juice? Do you have a juice box or something? Not for me, for my falafel friends. Mead is nice. I've tried mead in real life. I'll have a honeyed mead, please. She's probably going to be like, what sort of place do you think this is? We don't have that fancy shite round here. Hey, Chaotic. Welcome on in. How you doing? I'm ordering mead. Would you like some? A fine choice. And what will you be paying with? Coin. Well, now. Those are exotic. Where did you come by coins like that? I'm sorry, dear. I don't doubt they have value, but I don't have a touchstone to test their purity. And I'm not about to go begging for one from the neighbors, so we'll just have to come to some other arrangement. Are you going to tell me to go and kill, like, 10 foxes for you or something? Ah, here's an idea. There's a common to the north where we grow our vegetables, but lately the pests have been eating more of them than we have. Oh, I was right. What do you say we do a bit of extermination work? I want you to squash any vermin you find, then visit the caretaker and give him an earful from me for sleeping on the job. He'll be next to the old silo, next to the fence, snoring like as not. Do that for me, and you can laze about here as long as you like. Fine. Fine, I'll do your side quest. It wasn't foxes, it was bugs. Even worse. Around that time, you were cooking, reading, playing ESO and Guild Wars 2, hanging out with Avi, Ophelia, etc. And you were hosting some amazing Wisp community games. Are those still a thing? I can say yes. I can say Twisted Tower is happening next weekend, which is War of the Wisps, but it's kind of like more D&D inspired storytelling War of the Wisps. But yeah, I'm still doing most of those things. We're cooking on Sunday. So yeah, I guess nothing has changed in like 6 years. Still the same old, same old. Oh, a blighted crop. Oh no. Did I put my auto target on here? I did, okay. There we go. Still using my new MMO mouse. I'm liking it so far. I can have literally every ability keybound. Which is really good. I still click some abilities though, like buffs and stuff. I'm always a little shy, but I'm the one in Halloween Glam that you ran past. Oh, it was you! I like your tights. Very spookylicious. I feel like I need to make a Halloween Glam now. I've seen your Halloween Glam. I've seen the Falafel's Halloween Glam. Although this is quite Halloweeny by default because it's just edgy and dark. And we made this for the start of Shadowbringers. Oh no. Ooh, that's new. Enchanted Reprise. Oh, that's the upgrade of a finisher I had before because the icon has changed. I have not used that before. Oh yeah, I have heard the Steam version is a bit awkward for logging in. But I think it's better these days, right? People used to be saying absolutely don't buy the game on Steam, but now they've updated it, so I don't think it's as bad as it used to be. For sure. No response. Maybe you need to knock louder. Knock, knock, knock. Blow the door down. No response. Perhaps the occupant is hard of hearing? Let me in! Alphano, I swear to God, if you're in there... Oh no, it's the gate guard, isn't it? You hear a faint squeaking from the room beyond. Time to burst in and save the day, brave adventurer. Squeaking, eh? What is happening in there? I hope I'm not interrupting a private moment. He's turned into a rat! Who is this coming back? It's an old school Englander. Press 1 if you think this resubscription is to support the streamer. Press 2 if you think this resubscription is because the subscriber hasn't worked out how to turn it off. Press 3 if you wish to express your apathy in regards to option 1 and 2. Option 4, give your soul to the immortal being. I think you should choose option 4. Thank you so much for 13 months. And an unlucky number, just in time for Halloween. I am told is very lucky. No one is home, and judging by the lack of furniture, they haven't been for some time. The gnawed scraps of vegetables on the floor suggest rats have taken up residence in their absence. Am I not going to break in fully? No. I shall report my findings. Yes, War of the Wisps! I don't know which War of the Wisps you would have been around for. Because if you haven't been around for a while, you probably only know Bloodthirsty War of the Wisps. Because War of the Wisps started off as like a full-on medieval battle. And I would be like, so-and-so charges into battle and like lops off so-and-so's head. Or, we've got Manji manning the ballista and blasting through their enemies. But then we actually had something happen. So we had a War of the Wisps planned for a weekend and we've been planning it for months. And then, unfortunately, in real life, a war broke out. And it just happened to fall on like the day before that event happened or like a couple days before. And we all decided, me and the mods between us, that we weren't gonna call this one War of the Wisps. And we were also gonna make it more of like a tournament rather than going for this whole like full-scale warfare, everyone murdering each other. And so that's when War of the Wisps changed from being bloodthirsty to just being like little adventures where the teams are like friendly competing against each other. And so that one was like a winter tournament and we had jousting and tests of skill and everything. And everybody liked that so much more than the violence that we ended up doing all of our War of the Wisps that way from then on. So they've always just been like little adventures. And yes, people are still very, very serious about their teams and willing to fight for them. But no alliance on alliance violence apart from some sick burns. There have been some sick burns posted in chat. Hey Ranger, glad I'm getting to catch a stream. Welcome on in. Do you come from the YouTube realm? We've had some people from the YouTube realm recently. Yeah, just the friendly beheadings. Yeah. Welcome back, dear. What did that good-for-nothing caretaker have to say for himself? Literally nothing. Gone? Must have left to join the rest of the hopefuls. In Gate Town? Outside Ulmore? You don't have a clue what I'm talking about, do you? And there I was thinking you were another dreamer. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. Take a seat wherever you like, Ranger. Help yourself to an ale. Oh, and Ranger, in case you weren't aware, I am now the proud owner of your soul. For the small price of a few golden coins and your worldly soul, you are now immortal for the next 30 days, and a bright shining creature formed entirely of soul energy known as a wisp. Enjoy the immortality and all of our elf emotes, and welcome back. Good to have your soul. Ah, from the realm of YouTube, I see. We do have some people who come over from the VODs. I feel so bad because the Final Fantasy VODs, they stopped midway through Heavenswood, I want to say. And then I have such a backlog of them. I think I'm just going to upload Shadowbringers as we play, because this is only the second Shadowbringers stream. And then, you know, at some point, I will just, like, chuck them all out there. You know? Full deluge of VOD spam. It was color themed, different games, gods assigned to each color. I don't remember the blood really. I guess it was just too much fun. You just block that out of your memory. But yes, we still have our elementals. The elementals have art now, by the way. I don't know if you were here in the times that they had that art and everything, but they're all up. If you go on Discord and you choose to join a color team, and then if you go to the info channel, you can see all the lore and the artwork, and I love them so much. And yeah, I'm not saying you should come and join War of the Wisps this time, Faye, but you should definitely come and join. Definitely next weekend. It's also for charity next weekend. I'm sorry you're the one who has to take care of my soul. Don't worry. I've dealt with much worse souls in the past. Blackened souls, indeed. Had to drag them back from the depths of hell. Speaking of, Helm! Welcome back. Bringing hamburgers once again. Thank you for 86 months of Wispdom. One of our most loyal Wisps. Cheers to that. A glorious soul indeed. Well, never mind all that. Take a seat wherever you like, dear. You've more than earned it. I'll even throw in another drink. On the house. Is Alfie actually going to come meet us now? I'm not buying Alfie a drink. He's got enough money, as far as I know. Why the spooky ambience? New outfit?
And how is business today, Mistress Feather?
Is he wearing a poncho?
Oh, frenetic. Look, I have a new customer.
It's literally just me in here. What a lively... Don't keep covering him. Show us the outfit in full. Oh.
'Tis good to see you, my friend.
'Tis good to see you too. Art thy poncho keeping you warm, my friend? You know, I didn't think Shadowbringers would be a poncho expansion.
The barley seeds you wanted.
I thought that was
They
more
should produce
Dawn
a better
Trail
harvest than the
style,
last.
you know, ponchos and alpacas.
What, just like that? Oh, Wolfie, no, you really are a dear.
No, ain't just. My little twink boy. My poncho twink.
I'd best be tidying up some of those empty shacks before the pests move in. Keep an eye on the place while I'm out, eh?
I'm actually the only person that stayed here.
It seems an age since last we spoke. Not since the prisoner exchange in Doma. And Yotsuyu.
Don't remind me about Yotsuyu.
It has been even longer for me, of course, if you count the days I've spent here. But the time has only added to the relief I feel seeing you safe and well.
No. Me? I was more worried about you. We thought we'd lost you.
Alize said much the same thing. I don't think I've ever had such a scolding. But I believe an exchange of news is in order. Come, tell me of your arrival and all that came before.
It's a long story. Also, you're gonna need to buy a drink. The woman at the counter is very, very insistent on that.
I see. Both the Exarch and Alize told me what they knew of events, but I had stubbornly clung on to the hope that all-out war might yet be avoidable.
War never changes.
And poor Tataru. She must be sick with worry. We must endeavor to return as soon as we may.
Can't believe we've left Tataru on her own.
It would be nice to bring her good tidings for a change.
Twould be. Twould be.
But before we bid this world farewell, we must first ensure that it is not rejoined to the source. We must prevent the 8th Umbral calamity.
Really?
Urianger's vision of the future has, I fear, every chance of coming true. By his description, the catalyst for the calamity was a formless and deadly weapon employed by the Garlean Empire.
Formless?
Which can only mean one thing. Black Rose.
Oh.
Gaius was telling you the truth. When we were on the trail of the Asians, we saw evidence that the gas was being manufactured once more. Gaius was adamant that the project had been scrapped. But so long as there are wars to be waged, there will always be those determined to win by any means. And thus simply destroying the existing stores of Black Rose would do little to alter fate's course.
Hide their recipe. They might forget the recipe.
In that sense, our involuntary journey here to the First was something of a boon. Together with the Exarch, we've developed a theory as to how we believe the rejoining will be set in motion. I'm sure Urianger himself will cover the subject in more detail.
I cannot wait to meet Urianger. Because he's now hot Urianger. Uncloaked Urianger.
But I can tell you the process requires that both worlds, the Source and the First, be facing an existential threat. One being Sin Eaters, of course. They are a menace that I would dearly love to remove, and not just to avert a calamity. I may be a stranger to this world, but I will not stand idly by and let innocent people be slaughtered.
He seems different. I don't know, he just seems more certain of himself, more confident. More aggressive, too.
That is what brought me to the gates of Yulmore. Ignoring its pretensions as a kind of capital city to what remains of the world, it is nonetheless a center of power and authority. If any solutions are to be found, I believe our search should begin there. What say you, old friend? Hungry for another adventure?
Always hungry to save the world another time. Sure. Ah, the classic fist clasp.
And so we take to the road once more.
Road trip. To the road. Let's go meet some fat cats. I did an MSQ skip and I had to contact support after, but I can finally use mounts. Chubby Choco! Ah, Chubby Choco is so good. Don't question the physics of the Chubby Choco and how it can fly. But congrats on your mount license. Assuming you have no objections, let us make our way to the city directly. If we time our arrival just right, you may be lucky enough to see why I have yet to set foot in Ulmor, despite my best efforts to do so. Come, from here we must head west, and then cross a small bridge. Oh, there's some side quests here. Catty. Is that like a different version of Kathy, but she's a bitch? Catty. I guess she just really likes cats. Maybe she's a crazy cat lady like me. Does Final Fantasy XIV have a Halloween event of some sort? Yes, normally there's a quest line, right? I don't know if it's out yet. Oh, I just went up this rock for no reason. Look how pretty. The light shining down on the city. Oh, there's even a lighthouse over there as well. I started today. Oh, we definitely need to do that. Yeah, it's a bit like the Christmas one. It will be like a single quest line you go on usually, and you get some kind of special item. Is that a giant chameleon? What the fuck? I'm sorry, I'm a bit distracted. It's a giant chameleon dinosaur. What? What in the Final Fantasy do we have here? I don't think he's friendly either. I'm gonna go try hug him. He's even got a little curly tail. Okay, I'll go have some hugs. Hey. Hello. You're very nice. We be friends, yes? Yes. That would be a very cool mount. Weird, but cool. Calusia seems peaceful, does it not? Almost familiar. I had a similar impression of the Crystarium. Even in this distant world, people are much the same. To think that whenever a calamity struck the source, a reflection such as this one, with all its culture and history, was being erased from existence. No! Get away from me! Screaming woman! Oh, there! Quickly, someone's in trouble! Run, little twink, run! How can he fight in a poncho, though? I have questions. I don't know. A cloak is one thing, because that's on your back, but a poncho? Like, you have like this all linked together and you're like trying to swing your weapons? That's a bit awkward, I'm not gonna lie. Momo! Hello! Momo and her new daughter. Oh my god, I keep seeing pictures of your papa. And I can't. I was scrolling through my feed and the picture with papa with the rose in his mouth came up and I was just like, oh my god. Oh, but I need to squish her. How is she? How are you? How are you finding dog mum life? Because it is hard work. Like puppies take up a lot of energy. I haven't even been a papa mum yet, and I know that. Technically, a long time ago, our family dog we did get as a puppy, and I just remember she just has so much energy. Like, I think people get the wrong impression because you always see pictures of puppies asleep and you think, oh, puppies, you know, they're very docile. They're always cuddly and sleepy. No, the reason why you always see pictures of puppies sleeping and looking very cute is because that's the only time you can take a picture of them. Because the rest of the time, they're running around, jumping everywhere, wanting attention. Like, good luck trying to get a picture of a puppy when it's not asleep. But yeah, Daisy's adorable. I'm so happy for you guys. Looks like the sweetest doggo. Oh, who's this? It's Momo's soul. Momo's just innocently cleaning her kitchen, and you just took her soul from her. How dare you, Crowley? Thank you so much for trusting me with Momo's soul. I will keep it very safe. If anyone doesn't know the lovely Momo streams here on Twitch now as well. I know some of you know Momo from her YouTube adventures. She's done all sorts of fantasy adventures and what's it called? Why did my brain go somewhere else? LARPing, not the other ARPing. Okay, not that one. LARPing, and the Queen of Fantasy. But also does productivity streams here on YouTube. And if you want the chillest vibes whilst you're working, highly recommend Momo's stream. I usually just like put it on my other monitor and then try and be productive. At least the timer helps, you know. I like the Pomodoro method. We share a Twitch, so she says thank you. No, Momo, you misunderstand. You don't have a Twitch channel anymore. It's her Twitch channel. You are simply a guest on the channel now. It's the same here. Like, this is Moogle's channel. I just get allowed to stream sometimes. But she'll come and reclaim the spotlight soon. Who's this? We've got an arc coming back. 27 months of immortality. Welcome back, Arc. You are safe in the immortal embrace once again. Oh yes, Daisy's channel now. Yeah. Like, I literally, like, I feel like I could just put Mog on the chair and she could just do my job. There's no reason for me to be here. Like, we started stream with her on Cat Cam. I don't think she's there right now. Oh, she's there! She came to say hi to Momo. She's there, chilling. And you may as well just, like, get rid of me and just have Moogle. Like, why would you ever want anything else? She chillin'. She sleep. Aww. She's very comfy today. Very, very comfy. She's getting into a very cuddly mood because it's getting colder here in the UK, so she's been seeking my warmth. She doesn't love me, she just wants to steal my warmth. So there's been a lot more lap cuddles going on, a lot more cuddles in bed. Like, she'll just come and like lie on my chest. It's the best thing ever. Yeah, I don't think it's that she loves me. She just wants to steal my warmth. Where you gonna go? We'll put you there, Mog. We'll put you there. Was I supposed to murder a monster? Search for the source of the scream. Gee, I don't know. I wonder if the scream could have been this monster descending on the village, but no, apparently not. He's chill. He's just a nice dude. He looks a bit like... Has anyone seen The Last Unicorn? I don't know why, but it's reminding me of a mixture of The Last Unicorn and, I'm sorry to say it, but a certain character from Full Metal Alchemist. If you know, you know. It's like they joined together in one. Yeah. Yeah. So, that's nice, I guess. Sorry for reminding you about that. I have searched for the source of the scream, which I'm pretty sure was this. Oh, there we go. Now apparently I care. Oh, I just walked over the old woman. Manic Madame. How do they know my superhero name? Shocking.
Oh, thank the fates! Look out!
I will save you!
Edward!
Yeah. 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 I still have emotional damage from that scene. You are free! Or maybe she was the villain all along. This is a ploy so that we trust her.
My poor heart. Thank you, young miss.
Ah, there you are. In my haste, I lost my bearings, but I see you have the situation well in hand. Fine work. Are you all right, madam?
Just a few bruises from where I fell. Nothing compared to what was in store for me before this brave soul came to my rescue. I honestly thought I was done for. My feet are not as swift as they once were, and I knew there was no one left to hear me scream. Not that I let that stop me. I should probably leave my old house behind and queue up outside Yulmore with the rest of them.
What are they queuing for?
Doubt those fancy lords and ladies would welcome an old crone like me. Still, even a shack near the gate has to be safer than staying here.
One would hope. Either way, I suggest you avoid wandering alone, lest you make the Sin Eater's task any easier.
Thank you again, my dear. You've saved my life. Now, I'm sure a strapping lass like you has little to fear, but I wouldn't linger long in this place. There's naught to be had here but cobwebs and memories. Oh. Goodbye.
I love how she's just carrying flowers around her waist. I'm assuming she was gathering materials, but as a fashion choice, I like that. You know, corset and then just put some actual flowers pinned on your waist. It's even better than a flower crown. Tis as the lady says. Many in these parts have abandoned their homes to live in Yulmore's shadow. Should the Sin Eaters descend upon this region, there are precious few with the strength to fight them off. Speaking of which, what have you been told of these monsters? Ah, yes. LSA would be well qualified to speak on the subject. Compared to Armareng, Calusia is almost a haven. But as you saw, we cannot let our guard down. Had you arrived but a few moments later, the Sin Eaters would have claimed another victim. Still, we have a small victory this time, at least. Now, shall we press on? We need to return to where the road forks and follow the path that leads west. I still can't get used to his poncho. It's throwing me off. It's wrong. Aid the Manic Madame. I love the NPC names they give people. Stressed Counselor, Manic Madame. Clueless Tourist. Oh, hello. See someone up there. Funny thing is, I recently recreated Full Metal Alchemist scene. Wait, that scene specifically you recreated in a minifigure? Why? Why would you do that to yourself? Did you use an already existing figure, or did you specifically 3D print another of that figure? Thank you for the clip, drama. Much obliged. Oh yeah, they have the vertical clipping thing now as well. And if you make a horizontal clip, it actually automatically converts it to a vertical now too, which is really cool. As someone who is a video editor as well, I still stand by the fact that, like, still clips would need to be edited before they go on social media, or at least, yeah, please, hire editors to your clips, thanks, okay? But still, it's really helpful because one of the most annoying things is converting a horizontal clip to a vertical clip. It's a pain in the ass, and you have to like rescale everything, especially when it comes to like the camera. You have to make like a separate layer and do a camera layer and then another gameplay layer behind. So it's really cool that it's automatically in the right ratio. I used a custom made and I painted it virtually. As cursed as it sounds, I could share it on the Discord. I feel like we need to see this now, Logan. At least making a statue of her is kind of paying respects, right? Or prolonging the emotional damage every time you look at it, but still. Ugh. They have some really horrific creatures here. Aye. Gotta love all the cosplayers at anime conventions, bringing trauma to us all. Do people actually cosplay her? Are you serious? No! I guess if nothing else, she is a very iconic character for all the wrong reasons, but still. Don't know if I could deal with seeing a cosplayer as her. But it's okay because I'll offset all of this by cosplaying a Final Fantasy Hobgoblin. I'll bring the energy back to the right level. I almost, when I went to Comic-Con and I was cosplaying Imogen Timmel from Critical Role, I almost also made, I don't think this counts as spoilers because it was a very long time ago, but campaign 3, there's a mysterious guy like running around the streets and they open their coat and you think they're gonna sell you drugs or something or some kind of dodgy potion and it's just got pastries in. I was gonna cosplay him. I was straight up just gonna put a trench coat on and then fill it with croissants. And then just like run up to Critical Role cosplayers and be like, can I offer you a delicious pastry? But my dream was never quite realized. I didn't have time to sew pockets into the coat. So, you know, maybe next time I will be the master baker. Did you ever do the entire Yennefer cosplay? Nope. I still need to I'm pretty sure I'd need to rework the entire jacket as well because I'm a different shape now. I have more chesticles than I used to have. So I think I'd have to rework the top a little bit to actually fit into that these days. And then I still need to find high boots that do not look entirely like stripper heels because that's the only thing I've been able to find.
That gate up ahead is known as the Open Arms, and Yulmore itself lies beyond. This, meanwhile, is the aptly named Gate Town, the dwelling place of the many desperate souls who hope to be chosen to live in the city proper.
Chosen to live in the city. I'm always really suspicious when this kind of thing happens. You know, the peasants go to the nobles and ask to be chosen as one of them. Usually it ends up being that the nobles are actually sacrificing the peasants in some kind of ritual. Like usually they have a monster underneath the city and they have to keep it appeased, so they take like a peasant a month and like sacrifice them to the beast. If that's what happens, I swear to God. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not being chosen. Pretty sure they're just being fed to the beast. And then they'll be like, oh, yeah, you can't go back and see your family because, yeah, to be one of us, you can never leave the city. But they just never go back because they're dead. I'm just saying, never trust them. Who's this dashing man? Oh, just a peasant, okay. I was into the kilt.
Ah, I thought I recognised you.
Hello!
Oh, a new friend, eh?
What's this then?
Begrimed bloke. I was just saying how I loved the random NPC names. Begrimed bloke. He better be a main character. You don't look very begrimed.
I'll bet you got a trick or two up your sleeve.
All
Maybe
right,
even
then.
3.
Oh,
Can
yeah,
you
yeah.
show me?
Excuse me? What do you want to see? I'm not showing you anything that is underneath my garments right now. Pervert.
She's not here to compete. Leave her be.
What? I was only making conversation.
Oh, let's go. You want some? I'll give you some. Let's fucking go, mate.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please!
Is this place just London? Like, it just feels like London. You know, like everyone's like grimy and rude, and we're fighting against the rich cats to live properly. This is just London, but with better housing. Why are there jesters here?
Greetings to our hopeful petitioners, one and all. Yulmore extends its warmest regards.
All right then, Tracer. What's this then? Oh, are they competing to like entertain the noblemen?
Let it be known that a lady of distinction wishes to dine on fish divine.
Oh, so she's looking for a chef, is she?
We seek a master culinarian who can guarantee seafood perfection. Dazzle the matron with your delicious dishes, and life in the city will be yours to enjoy. Even on days when fish is not on the menu.
This is like a game show.
Who among you will answer the call? Name yourself or another. We might not at all.
Oh.
Fish, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Is there anyone?
What about that girl?
What about that girl over there?
Do you recall how I said Yulmore was a center of power and authority? Well, that is not the only reason for its fame.
People are rich.
It is also known as the City of Final Pleasures. The noble and the wealthy who survived the flood gathered here to live out the rest of their days in decadent abandon.
Oh.
A poor man could sooner pass through the Iron Needle than Yulmore's gates. The only way the common folk can enter this perverted paradise is if they fulfill the whim of one of the privileged. And so they are picked over like market produce.
Wow. Eat the rich. That's what I say. Eat them all.
What a catch! We'll not be throwing this one back. Having seen your all too obvious charms, we welcome you with open arms. Come, join us in the City of Splendor and live out your life in an ecstasy of endeavor.
Something tells me that the servants there do not live a life of pleasure. I mean, she's happy about it. How do they know she's actually good at cooking fish, though? They didn't even test her. They were just like, yeah, you look like you'd be good with fish.
Faces. What could you possibly be waiting for?
Oh, please tell me the next thing they're looking for is someone who dies all the time in dungeons, because, like, I'm good at that. Or a really bad healer that lets the tank die.
What have we here? An extra share of meal to celebrate our newest resident.
That looks like a cursed peach. A pasty bottom. Who wants a pasty bottom? You filthy slags.
For you.
Ah, at last.
Enjoy.
Lovely.
Thank goodness.
Disgusting.
Meal is a foodstuff which Yulmore routinely doles out to the people of Gatetown, and apparently a staple for its citizens as well.
I mean, if it's just bread, then I guess it's fine, but probably there's more in it than wheat. Probably just like all of the slops from the rich people condensed into a butt slop. Nice.
Many here rely on it to survive in these times of scarcity. Yet the whole arrangement just seems...
Yeah, how are they feasting and stuff up in the city in these times of scarcity? Are they just eating the peasants? They might just be eating them.
well,
Wouldn't put it past them.
let us just say it leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
She knows. It would be kind of disgusting if we go to a banquet there and there's just like a giant chicken on a table or something, and then we find out it's actually peasant flesh and they're just eating the poor. That's the wrong way round. We're supposed to eat the rich, not the poor. Now you understand why my attempts to enter the city have thus far come to naught. The dubious privilege of residency must be won via a contest with ever-changing rules. They say this policy has been in place for the past 2 decades, ever since Yulmore's current ruler came into power. Yet from what I have seen, it does more harm than good. Not only does it distract people from our shared struggle against the Sin Eaters, but it robs them of their self-sufficiency. I have tried to propose ways they can improve their lot, but my words invariably all fall on deaf ears. The attitude is so entrenched now, I worry that, well, mayhap you should take a turn around Gate Town and judge the situation for yourself. I do not know why, but this whole section is reminding me of Professor Layton. It must be I think it's like little accordion bits in the tune as well, like the way some of the NPCs are acting. Really curious what it looks like in there. Like, I'm thinking just like an opulent bazaar kind of vibe, but who knows, palaces? Bit like Vegas maybe in there? Gambling, indulgence. We shall see, but welcome on in if you are just joining us. This is my second stream of Shadowbringers, so there's a lot ahead. There's a lot ahead. And we're trying to find our way into this city. I feel like we're gonna take part in the contest to get in. Alphino wears a profound look of disapproval. When does he not, though? It's Alphino. You disapprove of these people's way of life? No, I think he disapproves of Yulmore for making them live like this and not giving them a choice. Although he did say he tried to convince them that they could survive on their own, and they weren't buying it. They didn't want to. It is difficult to make a final judgment without first seeing the city's inner workings. Mayhap it is that uncertainty which always makes me feel so ill at ease. Not that it matters. However unjust this system seems to be, if these people claim to be content with their lot, it is hardly my place to criticize their choices. But take that elderly lady you rescued. Does it not seem those who have chosen to forego Yulmore's largesse are doomed to suffer for their independence? In the end, they are all but forced to seek refuge in Gate Town, and so hamlets and fields across the island are left empty and untended, hastening the region's descent into ruin. Nay, I am not convinced that Yulmore's generosity serves the best interests of the Calusia's people. I am not convinced either, but you know what I am convinced of? That Andor's soul has returned to its rightful place. Thank you for 16 months, Andor. Welcome back. Is it Calusia or Calusia? Or Colusia? Calusia. I feel like Alfie would say Calusia. Shizzy's chucking their soul at me as well. Look, look, look. Be careful where you throw that thing, okay? That lands on my forehead, we might have some problems. 32 months of glorious shizziness. Your hot pink soul has returned once again. Thank you. I'm not so naive as to think there is some miraculous solution to all of this. Yet I cannot help but frown at the sight of hard-working villagers struggling to survive, even as the few chosen rejoice at being plucked from poverty by the hand of a capricious noble. There has to be a better way. I will not know for sure, however, until I have taken those long-delayed steps through Yulmore's gates. 'Tis fortunate that you arrived when you did. I have been working on a scheme to insinuate myself into the city, and if all goes to plan, it should soon come to fruition. Well, couldn't Alfie easily disguise himself as a noble? And we can just be like, oh, this is Sir Alphino Le Pamplemousse of the great city of Shakbanuba, and he's arriving with his entourage, and then we can go in the city like Aladdin style with a procession of elephants and fine wines and stuff, and they'll welcome him in, I'm sure. There's a beast tribe who makes its home in the seas surrounding the island. The Ondo, they are called, though you and I know them as the Sahagin. For the most part, they keep themselves in their ocean grottos, and rarely have dealings with land dwellers. But as Tataru took such great pains to impress upon me during our stay in Kagane, business favors the bold, and so I reached out to them. I duly discovered that the Ondo were inordinately fond of land-grown produce, fresh fruits in particular, and when I offered to procure such goods for them, they promised to pay me in pearls. An attractive business venture for any prospective investor, would you not agree? Surely even the most jaded Ilmoran lord would have time for a merchant who can make pearls from plums and pumpkins. Yes, I've come a long way since my days of buying samurai swords without first negotiating a price. Tataru was so mad at him. My appointment with the Ondo is due to take place in a few hours. I just need to collect the produce and meet them on the shore. Might you help me with the exchange? How are they going to believe he's a merchant lord? He's a child. I guess he can play the whole, oh, I'm the child of a wealthy family, you know. And my father shall hear of this. Excellent. I should be glad of your company. First things first, then. We must pay a visit to Mosha Moa, my supplier in the right. Come, it's just northwest of here. Hey, Philip. Welcome, welcome. Oh. That's a Catman. What's a Catman doing here, eh? Spying on me? Shocking behavior. Really interesting music here. Sometimes it seems like it's overlapping on itself. Have a lie down in my bed. It's okay, the bed will protect me from the giant frog beast. Do not fear. A crystal to not touch. Another village. All abandoned. Yeah, I think it's intentionally, like, a little bit off to make you feel uncomfortable, maybe, at times. Like, it's pretty, but then at times it kind of clashes. An aetherite. There we go. I'm a changed woman. I'm gonna touch all the aetherites. You heard it here first. Mosha Moa. Is there something I can do for you, friend? Good day to you, Mosha Moa. This is my associate, Astariel. We are here to collect the produce I purchased. Eh? I loaded a lackey up with the goods not long ago. My lackey? I know of no such person. Mr. Lad? Short blue hair? No? He said he'd come on your behalf, and since he seemed to know all the details, I just assumed. Confound it. Someone must have been eavesdropping on our conversation. Short blue hair? Look, there's no one with short blue hair who doesn't end up becoming a main character. Like, that's main character energy there. If this charlatan was not here... What? If this charlatan was here not long ago, he cannot have gone far. We should split up and search the area. You find a vantage point on the south side of town, and I shall take the west. Yeah, I've got a little red panda on my shoulder. So some of the companions in this game, you can do /beckon, and then they'll climb up on your shoulder, and they stay there. They just stay there all the time. It's so cute. You're my little friend. I do like how you can properly interact with your pets. Yeah. It's a hard life not being able to have a flying mount. Have to keep an eye out for shiny wind currents, I think. Ooh.
It's a two calibri.
Okay, that's literally a flamingo and a toucan mixed together with dragon fae thing. These creatures just keep getting freakier and freakier. I'm still very excited to meet Oriange properly. We have to convince the fat cats to like us first, though. Oriange is off somewhere else, doing his own thing. Somewhere here? Search for Mistle at the designated area. This looks like a designated area. Search the surroundings for a male Mistle. What's a Mistle? With short blue hair. You may move the camera as well as zoom in and out. Target a likely suspect and inspect him with the mouse button. Oh, it's like a whole mini game thing. Oh, no, I didn't mean to press it. Do you have blue hair? Haha, found you first try. You have located your quarry. Yeah, it's like Pokemon. That's what it reminds me of, Faye. Because Pokemon, they just take two already existing animals and then just mash them together. Who are you? Who are you? Youth. Astariel? Any sign of him? Go beat him up, Alfie. You've a keen eye. Let us move in before he makes his escape. Hey, Azriel. We're chasing down youths. Where is he gone? I'm useless. Oh, he's like behind me. Okay. He's actually closer than he was before. Mistel. Oh, that's what they call cat people, right?
There you are.
Well, he's gonna have voice acting, so that means he's kind of important. Hello. You're cute.
The thief who claims the harvest on my behalf. Hand it over.
Well, forgive me. I have to get into the city.
What's that, love?
It's gonna be like his sister was taken inside.
I have no family and all my friends have already been chosen.
Aww.
No one here gives a damn about me. When the meal gets handed out, I'm lucky if I get a smell of it.
He's fucking hungry.
No matter what I do, they won't call out my name. I'm so tired, I'm so bloody hungry. I thought maybe I could steal your idea, get in that way.
It was a good idea. We can smuggle you in somehow.
What is your name?
Kai Shear.
Koishi.
Tell me then, Kai Shear, must it be Yulmore or nothing? What of the Crystarium? They may not offer charity, but you would be fairly compensated for any work you did.
Yeah, and then you could buy your own food. They have enough to go around.
It has to be Yulmore. That's where all my friends are. We made a promise that we'd live together in paradise.
No. I think they're probably dead, mate. I hate to say it, but pretty shit, isn't it?
I was to make my deal with the Ondo at the Clave. Listen carefully, and I shall tell you my plans for the business, and how best to arouse the Yulmoran's interest.
He's not going to do it himself.
Just like that?
I'm giving you a chance, nothing more. What comes of it is entirely up to you.
I understand. Oh, thank you, thank you!
We can be his associates, you know? He can say that it's vital that we also be let inside the city. For business, you know?
Good boy.
This was but one path. There will be others. But for young Kai Shia, it was the difference between life and death. I do not regret my decision, yet I will admit that a part of me wonders if it was for the best. We strive to bring swift salvation to this world, that countless lives might be saved, not least your own. Even if it came at the cost of one man, should I have forged on regardless?
Probably. It's not who you are. Quite possibly. Meaning we better hurry up and think of a new plan. Yeah, what are we gonna do? Like, pretend we're really good at juggling or something? Well, it's not who you are. You don't blame me for it. You're just a good person, I guess. I'm sure we could have come up with some way for him to be like a servant of Alphino's that he needed to help him
suppose not.
carry the pearls into the city.
Were Estinian here, he would most likely scoff at my soft-heartedness.
Same old Alphino, ever the slave to sentiment.
That is a spot-on impression right there.
But I thank you for your kind words nonetheless. Let us see to it that both these stories have a happy ending.
Aye.
Shall we return to Wright then?
I guess. Is Estinian here? Where did he get here? It was him, wasn't it? Oh. What have you seen? What? How did you spot that? You have amazing eyesight.
I think someone's in trouble.
Is that Justinian? Could be. I see long hair. It's obviously an elf. Could be.
Come on. They may need our help.
He has like spidey sense for people in need, apparently. Quickly! There's an injured person 10 miles away. We must hurry. What do your Ellas and I see? Everything, apparently. It's sad that they'd rather live in poverty with a slim hope of getting into the city than live free and healthy in the Castarium. Yeah, but it is like dangling their dreams right in front of them. Every time they look over the sea, they see, they see, you know, like a dream life. And every one of them is putting their own dreams onto that city, thinking of what their life would be like if they're inside. So, yeah, it's cruel. Even though they could go to the Castrarium and live happily, or at least, like, get by. Weakened wretch. Wow, it's not very sensitive. That should take care of the worst of his injuries. Mercy, mercy, I beg you. Breathe easy, sir. No harm will come to you here. He's obviously been thrown into the sea from the city. The poor man is shivering. Pray keep an eye on him whilst I get a fire going. Mercy. I thought for certain I was dead. How am I ever going to repay this kindness? We'll settle for the tale behind your current predicament. Why don't you begin by telling us your name? Tristal. I was invited into Yulmore to work as an artist. A wealthy couple took me in to paint pictures for them, but when my style proved contrary to their taste, they just as quickly turfed me out onto the street. I was left penniless and patronless, a grave sin in Lord Vothry's city. Within days, they had brought me before the man himself, and he asked me what I meant to do. Dejected as I was, I told him I meant to leave. Little did I know how soon he would grant my wish. They flung me over the balustrade into the god's damned ocean. From up there? How are you not dashed to pieces? Don't ask me. Luck, I suppose. Though if you hadn't found me when you did, it wouldn't have counted for much. Monstrous. And the citizens condone such barbaric punishment. They're like, a poor person, quick! Into the sea! Put them down the trash chute! Oh, without a second thought, when Lord Vothry passed judgment, no one so much as blinks, let alone argues. In Yulmore, his word is law. The more I hear about Yulmore, the more determined I am to see what waits within its walls. I shall bend all my thoughts towards securing another way into the city. There must be something we can do. I feel like the next time we see that cat dude, he's gonna be filthy rich. He'll like own his own casino or something. But first, we should convey Tristol to the shelter of the village. Fire or no fire, he needs to be out in this chilly coastal air. Away into the city. Maybe he knows the servant's entrance. Maybe. What's that green swirly thing over there? Oh, I don't know. It looks dangerous. I don't want to go near it. Nah, I'll just go this way. I don't want to. No, I wouldn't touch that. Dangerous? Elf and safety. I'd be going near that. Think I have a death wish? In the bin where they belong, yeah. All the cat people in the bin where they belong, Faithy. Should have picked elves. The wrong choice was made in character creation. I have a bad feeling about Tristol though. Like, either he's gonna get into the city and he's gonna let himself become one with the life of luxury and become one of them, or he's gonna somehow let slip that he's got a plan, and then everyone in the village is just gonna steal his food that he's gonna trade for pearls. Pray accept my deepest gratitude. I owe you both my life. If you permit me, I would assist you in your attempt to enter Yulmore, insofar as I'm able at any rate. To be frank though, the thought of sending my saviors into that awful place makes me sick to my stomach. But since it's plain that you've set your minds on it, I should take this. It's my favourite paintbrush. The Yulmoran elite are never satisfied until they get exactly what they want. And if I'm not mistaken, the couple I mentioned will be looking for someone to replace me. If you can make a show of owning such a well-used paintbrush, you may be able to convince people that you have a talent for painting. Are you certain? This is your livelihood. We cannot deprive you of such a treasured possession. Ah, I'll give it gladly after all you've done for me. Besides, I can't... I don't think I have the heart to paint anymore. As to what I'll do instead, I honestly haven't decided. But I shan't stay long in this place, not with that city brooding over me. No, I'll move on to new lands and a new profession. But I'll keep you in my prayers from now until my dying day. I hope he goes to the Crystarium. The Crystarium? Hey, welcome back, Curly! Loving the eyeshadow. Ah, I forgot what color I have on. I think I have like a goldeny one on. Oh no, like a pinky one. Pinky goldeny. Have you moved your lights? I haven't. I have not. Does it look different? Do I look brighter? They say kindness is its own reward. But Tristal has repaid us with gifts as timely as it was unexpected. We will, however, need to act upon his advice before another painter steps in to fill the vacancy. Thankfully, I do have some modest skill with a brush. Well, nothing approaching that of a true artist, of course, but enough to play the role, I would hope. As for you, if you don't mind taking a subordinate role, mayhap you could pose as my assistant? Yeah, I just hold the paint. Then it is settled. All we need to do now is return to Gate Town and await the next appearance of those vile jesters. They are rather vile, I do not like them. Hello? Shireless. Be that a Lord of the Rings reference. Hello. I'm just gonna slush bow. Hello, do you come from the city? You look very posh. Very posh. Oh no, the jesters are coming back again. Jesters freak me out. Jesters freak me out more than clowns. The lighting looks fab. Perhaps it's that new Elgato camera. I'm still using the same one, but yeah, it very much like lighting really, really helps with streaming. I haven't moved anything. It's the same as usual. Or maybe it's because we did move one light downstairs for the cooking stream, and then I moved it back up again for our normal stream. So maybe it's at a slightly different angle than it was before. Maybe that's why it looks different. But yes, it's a 4K cam. It's pretty sexy. The lighting definitely helped so much with the cooking stream as well. You could actually see what I was doing in the kitchen. And we have another cooking stream coming up this Sunday. At the moment, S'mores Brownies are winning the poll over on Patreon. So if you want to change the future, go and vote there. But it's looking like S'mores Brownies. I forget what else we have on that list. Oh, there's like, cinnamon roll blondies, which sound really good too. There's like an apple cake of some sort, I think, as well. Biscoff apple crumble was on the list as well, so the fate hangs in the balance. Here they come.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention once more. What a day it's been for the folks at our door.
Oh, do they speak in rhymes? I totally didn't notice that before. They're even scarier now.
We've welcomed a peddler who made pearls from a plum, and now we've a place for a painter of a plum.
Look, that's hardly a rhyme. Plum and aplomb? That doesn't rhyme. I won't stand by it.
So come along and don't be slow. It's time to let your colours show.
I can paint. Portraits, at least. Landscapes and still lifes are so rarely commissioned these days. I love this music. I thought I spied some new faces in the crowd. What fortune that you should feel at ease around an easel. What proof have you of your prowess? Any masterpieces on your person? Sadly not. Everything I paint is soon sold. Such is the life of a working artist. I have only my brush to testify for me, though you will note that it has seen no small amount of service. Flecks of paint, both new and old, a tool much loved and much used. Not a prop to be conjured on the hop. Very well. Come with us and we'll put those talents to the test. What happens if you fail the test? You just get dumped in the ocean. And who is this hanger-on? Well-wisher or parasite? Why, this is my assistant. She whose unfailing support allows my art to flourish. I will not go without her. I will go with her or not at all. Parasite, then. We shall leave her fate in the hands of your new employer. It matters not a whit to us. And having filed our latest vacant space, we retire to Yulmore's sweet embrace. Yeah, they're not happy about that. Oh, mercy me! The meal! We almost took our leave without leaving a loving token! We must empty the sacks ere we make our way back. Meal, meal, meal. Yeah, begrimed bloke was looking forward to his dinner. No one wants to know how the meal is made. I hope we don't see. I feel like part of this section might be appropriate for Halloween. There's probably like a whole underbelly of the city where the servants live in filth and like are mistreated by the rich people. There usually is. And this place is even worse. Oh, is it loading a cutscene? Are we gonna have like an entrance to the city cutscene? Oh my.
Redemption is beyond
Look
us.
at those Aetherites. They have banners on.
The lament of all but saints and fools, and the comfort
Ooh.
of the lords and ladies of this accursed place. Once they held fast against the madness, only to embrace the coming cataclysm and delight in the end of days.
I mean, they have pole dancing cat girls and boys, so I don't blame them. Yulmore, city of pleasures.
Perhaps in rapture they seek to lose themselves and the misery they share. Or perhaps for them alone, the promise of eternal pleasure really does hold true. Well, it looks very nice. I'm moving in. Hey, where's my escort? Oh. Am I supposed to... Oh! Suddenly appeared. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I mean, no one tell the people that the Crystarium that there are pole dancing cat girls here. Because there'll be no one left there. They'll all quit and move here. Welcome, welcome to the city of final pleasures. Feel free to weep at its magnificence. No, not even a single tear. Moving right along then. Our first task is to register you as residents. You know, make it all nice and official. We'll smooth the way, so you just need to put on happy faces and head through to Joyous Hall. The Bureau of Immigration is the first room on the left side of the passage. Declare your name and occupation in a nice, loud voice. The clerks will tell you where to go from there. Oh, and pay no mind to those folk off the side of the road. Much like the hopefuls in Gate Town, they haven't earned the right to enter the city proper. If, however, you enjoy basking in the envy of your fellow man, then by all means take your time. But why waste another moment? Go, enjoy the beginning of your new life in paradise. Sassy. The Bureau of Immigration, was it? I suppose we better show ourselves willing for the time being.
Is it gonna be like immigration when you go to an American airport? Like, are they gonna scan me? Do I have to take my shoes off? Are they gonna do a cavity search? I'm scared. Need something. What do you do here? Well, I guess loiter in the hopes of being let inside. Oh, I've lived here for ages. 10 years at least. It was my mother who brought me here. Though, she's dead now, of course. It's funny. I would feel sad to think of her, but I don't. Don't feel much of anything anymore, really. I suppose there's not much point to it. I have nothing. Nothing to love, nothing to hope for, so why bother? I know I'll never get up there, to Yulmore proper. I'll live here, stealing their scraps, and then I'll die here. That's all.
Oh, okay. Well then.
Oh, he's trying to convince everyone that he's a good dancer.
Come inside, see me dance. It's an experience you won't forget. Free of charge. Just make sure to tell your fellow citizen friends.
A special dance, eh? Don't think I'm going inside with him. Not happening. Which airports have you been traveling through, just so I can avoid them? Oh, every time I leave the Elven Forest, they do a full cavity search. Yeah, they actually put like enchanted worms through your mouth, and then it like searches all over your body and comes out the other end. Thankfully, like, they never found anything, because God forbid, don't know what happens if they do find anything, but still. Dawn, your lipstick is gorgeous. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Actually, like, it's a combo. So I'm wearing a lip stain right now. I always use lip stains for stream most of the time because I find that if I wear a lipstick, it just like flakes off my lips because I talk so much. Like, I'm just yap, yap, yap all day long, so my lips get dry. So I wear a lip tint. This is the Benefit lip tint in the shade. Well, there's only one shade, so you know, it's just one. And then I'm also wearing a lip oil over the top for hydration and shine. That's like my go-to for stream is that. Either that or Burt's Bees. The tinted Burt's Bees is also really good. Oh yeah. There you go, little makeup Wolfie there. There we are. I actually got this when I was in America, because I don't think we have this brand in the UK. Gisu? Gonna have to remember all that. There you go. The Burt's Bees tinted lip balm is like my favorite thing though. I have that in, well, I have like 3 of them in various places around my house. It's my go-to. Oh, an Aethernet shard right outside. Okay. How nice of them. Glory Gate. They're very up themselves, aren't they? If you must know, I'm here to register this man as a bonded citizen and instruct him on proper manners, of course. I can't have him embarrassing me before my peers. Something tells me that none of the servants here last very long at all. We do get the occasional charlatan pretending to have permission to enter as a bonded citizen. Taking care of that sort is my job. Well, there's not much of a queue at immigration, so this is great. Oh, hello, are you another hopeful? Trying your chance at getting into the city? Well, good luck to you. I bet they're gonna eat you. You look delicious. A delicious falafel. Welcome to Yulmore, fortunate friends. May I have your names? I am Alphino, an artist, and this is Astariel, my assistant. Ah, yes, I was informed of your imminent arrival. We can forego the usual interview and begin processing your registration papers forthwith. Now, the citizens of Yulmore are divided into 2 classes. There are the free, who are blessed with the favour of Lord Vothry, and the bonded, who work in the employ of the free. You will be joining the ranks of the bonded. Your duties are to serve a patron in the capacity for which you were chosen. In your case, painting pretty pictures. Should your patron dismiss you for any reason, you must find another sponsor among the free, or accept work as a general laborer. General. I see. And you might tell us something of the patron we're to serve? The two patrons, actually. Chai Nuz and Julia Chai. Sorry, not Julia Chai. Dula Chai. Julia Chai is a fantastic name, though. It's going to be my pen name. Here we are. A mistel couple who most refer to as the Chais. They are both gentle souls, but I would ask that you conduct yourself with respect and humility for your own sake as much as theirs. Now, a moment, please, while I complete the relevant paperwork. One of my favorite memories of playing this expansion was the launch of this area. It was quite populated, and people would actually queue up behind the ropes and wait for the person in front to finish. That's so cute! So it was actually busy at immigration. All in order. These are your registration documents. Thank you all. Take those papers next door and submit them to the clerk. Once they've been stamped, you will officially be Yulnoran citizens. Enjoy your new life in paradise. Yes, paradise, yes. Yeah. Paradise for some, but I bet the noble people aren't even happy. That's why they fill the voids in their lives with drinking and pole dancing cats. She's cute though. She's so cute.
Welcome to the Bureau registration. Papers, please.
Here we go. I'm expecting the Papers, Please music to start playing. Glory to Astotska! What have we here? Alphino, artist. Astariel, artist's assistant. To be employed in the service of Lord Chai Nuz and Lady Julia Chai?
Yes, everything seems in order. Your registration is hereby approved. I think it best we deliver you to the Chai residence. Oh dear.
You smell hideous.
How dare you? Personal hygiene hasn't really been much of a priority whilst I was saving the world.
Did you crawl through a ditch? It's like an unholy miasma of dust and sweat and the musk of some unwashed beast.
Thank you. It's my new perfume.
Proceed directly to the delousery next door and scrub yourselves clean. Use whichever showers are free. After you've rinsed away that stench, you want to splash yourselves with this perfume liberally. Once you've made yourself presentable, then you may proceed to the Chai residence. Cornen, the guard by the stairs, will give you directions.
Disgusting! I hadn't realised he was so aromatic. Stench de Elfinu. Odor de Elfinu. I would buy that though. Imagine if they did like a his and hers perfume with Alphino and Alice themes. One red, one blue. With like the stoppers themed to each of them. I would buy that so fast. Why are you still here? You're still stinky. Let's bathe here then. Ooh, to be fair, the bathrooms are nice. Oh my I'm so sorry, sir, to have interrupted you during your ablutions. I'm not going in that one. He probably had so many head lice. I'm not going in that one. Smells a bit fishy. I'm going in the other one. Disgusting. Disgusting! Get out of here, fish man! Who proved them to enter the city? Oh, shocking. You rinse yourself clean in the stream of water. Nicely done, Mungie. Nicely done. Beautiful. I'm going straight to the pole dancing cat club. Oh, hello. Oh, you're one, my lady. Well, there's no one here. It's that bloody fickle cow. What? There's no one here. Is he practicing? Maybe. Oh, the outfit. My god, they all look like vampire lords. You wish to ascend to the canopy? Ah, yes, this lift will take you there. I do wish to ascend. I feel like I'm gonna need a posher outfit for this place. I don't know if I have one. All I have is my bridesmaid's outfit from that wedding we went to. Hello. Oh, it's our first fat cat model. Yeah. My lady. Oh. I saw them in the trailer, you know, drinking wine. This place is huge. Where do I go? Oh, I have to apply the perfume, sorry. Scented water. Lovely. Yeah, well, I've done it. You apply the perfume as directed. The delicate smell of roses fills the air. Where's Alfie? Wait, did I leave Alfie down there? Alfie? Sorry, I'll come back for you, sorry. He's still down there, he has like a towel wrapped around him. He's like, Astariel? Where did you go? Child abandoned. Child abuse. He's still in the shower. He's like, Astariel, I forgot my towel. Astariel? Little Alphanode is out for everyone to see. Can you please bring me a towel? Oh, you showered and dressed already, have you? Is it not... that is to say, it all seems rather exposed for one's ablutions, does it not? Hurry up and shower, Stinky Winky. What would a Stillion say? Alice would have been drying her hair by now. Go forth and get rid of your dick cheese. Hurry up! I'm not going to be mean to him. Actually, I am, yes. Go and shower, Stinky Winky! Go shower! Fine, just a quick rinse then. I'm sorry I made everyone think about his dick cheese. I'm sorry. It's okay, it's artisan dick cheese. You smell wondrous. Well, that was bracing. I believe the lingering smells of the road have been successfully expunged. Should we go and present ourselves to our new patrons then? See, I have come up with not one, but two potential commercial lines for Square Enix. His and Hers Alphino and Alice perfume, and Alphino's craft dick cheese. They could sell both at FanFest. That, I mean, I would buy that. I don't even like cheese and I'd buy that. It'd be great. It's a money-making idea. You can have that one for free, Square Enix. I'll suggest it. You're looking to present yourselves to the chase, are you? Let me explain how the city's laid out then. Imagine 3 layers on top of one another, like a cake, with the lowest layer being filled with shit-ridden peasants. This layer here is called the buttress. Above us is the understory, where the military has its headquarters, and above that you've got the canopy, which is where the free citizens of Yulmore spend their days. So if you want to find your new patrons, you'll keep climbing up until you run out of stairs. Then look for Grand Dame's Parlour. They'll be in there, like as not. Up and up and up. Okay, I guess I'll just keep going up. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there's a lot of stairs. I should have taken the lift. Excuse you in the whole elven race. You don't like cheese? I do not. It's not something I find pleasurable. Although, before chat calls me out, in recent years, I have found that I can tolerate mozzarella. So I have been able to eat, but only melted mozzarella. So, yeah, but I hate cheese. Like raw cheese, like a chunk of raw cheddar cheese. Someone biting into a massive chunk of raw cheddar cheese is like, oh, no thank you. No, disgusting. This place is quite impressive. I'm just gonna keep going up. Beyond this lift, we'll find the residences of Yormore's free citizens. And yes, can I go up there, please? Oh, okay. I'm not authorized to enter, but I have a job. I have a whole job now. There's a reason this expansion was called Stairbringers at the beginning. There are so many stairs. Oh, what's this place? The Beehive. Oh, I found my dancing cat girls. And cat men. Oh, there's something for everyone here. Hello. Why are you wearing pants though? I feel like this is unfair. You're wearing full-on joggers, and then the women are just there in the bikini. Why aren't you wearing a thong too? I'm being shortchanged. I paid good money to come in here, and you're wearing pants. Or maybe it's like part of the act and they come off later. They probably come off later. Hello. It's very nice dancing. So you're telling me that there is a pole dancing animation? By any chance, have Square Enix put the pole dancing animation on the cash store? Because pretty sure that would make a lot of money. I'm just saying. What's this? Oh, is this all their dancers and the showtimes? Okay, cool. I tire of this place. Come.
Yes, my lady.
I tire of everything these days. And this is the bar. Oh, my new employers. Oh, Julia. Wait, I'm not ready. Wait. Let me see if I've got something more fitting. No, not the bikini. No. Oh, I feel like I fit in more wearing this, you know? But that's my normal red mage garb. I have my Stormblood stuff. Sailor's outfit. Wrong vibe. No. I think possibly the top hat is the way to go for this city. I'm blending in. There we are. The bikini might be a bit much for their propriety, but, you know, it'll do the job. Hello. I'm expecting she's very posh. Oh, afternoon tea. Oh, now I want scones. Is that her husband? Or her attendant? Love how my character's going like, oh,
hello.
I did not expect that voice.
Lord and Lady Chai, pray forgive our intrusion. I am given to understand you were in search of an artist.
And I am an artist. Alano, l'artiste. I see.
Ah, you must be the new,
Slave. Yes.
Oh, goodness me. What an adorable boy.
Oh.
Silken hair, those pearly cheeks. Oh, and you even smell wonderful, like a bed of flowers.
Oh my, I think she's going to have a bit of a crush on Elfie. Don't eat him.
I approve of this one, dearest. I am positive he'll paint us the most delightful pictures.
Oh, they do strike me, these nobles, as the kind of people that would be like, I want want a child. Fetch me a child. And then they just go to the village and pick some poor peasant child and raise them as their own until they got bored of them and threw them in the sea. Throw them in the sea, have a new child every week or something.
Yes. Well, as long as he pays better than that talentless wretch we sent packing last week.
Anything for you, my dear.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome to Yulmore.
Lady Priscilla...
Alphino, if it please
Priscilla
you, my lady.
Dongledeuce.
And this is my assistant.
That is my name. Hello. Hello, Moogle. Hello.
Your assistant? I've heard of folk bringing in family members, but this seems a bit irregular. Aren't you a little young to have a protege?
I help him hold paints and such. It's very,
We
very
are
important.
family in all but name, my lord. Though we share no blood, we have stood by each other through life's many challenges, resolved to prevail together or not at all.
I guess that is kind of true. There's no lies there.
Of all people, 'tis she who best understands my work. With her unique insight guiding my hand, the art I create is sure to satisfy your expectations.
Oh wow, he's really getting into the role here.
Once the picture is begun, of course,
There's
I shall
a
have no
Moogle
need
on
of
my lap.
constant encouragement.
Hey, sausage.
And so I wondered, rather than her being in your way, might it then be permissible for my assistant to explore the city she has so longed to see?
He's really putting on the accent now.
Out of gratitude for her priceless contribution to my art, I thought it only fair that I make this humble request on her behalf.
So smooth.
Oh, did you ever hear of such devotion? Of course your assistant must have her wish. She
Aww.
shall be free to roam to her heart's content.
She's actually really sweet though. Like, she doesn't seem like a horrible person. Unless she's all sweetness and light until you piss her off and then she's like, you will rot down here in my dungeon. You will not eat for the next 6 days until you are truly sorry. Like, she might have that sudden flick switch personality going on. Or maybe when she doesn't get something that she wants, she pulls a tantrum.
Isn't that right, darling?
And he seems a bit like he knows that he's not the one in charge in this relationship.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course
Anything
there
you
is.
want,
Quite right.
my dear. Yes. Alfie's like, this shit. I cannot abide it. Off you go! The city is yours to explore. Oh, but do be careful along those outer walkways. I should be most upset if you were to slip and fall. Well, they seem moderately nice. Now you have the opportunity to experience Yulmore. I suggest you make the most of it. Explore the city, top to bottom. In other words, I would start with the canopy and go from there. Try wandering around the markets, stalls, mayhap. Such places are usually filled with colourful characters, only too eager to share local gossip to a friendly visitor. I would appreciate it, of course, if you could share any discoveries with me in turn. We should both learn as much as possible about our new place of residence. Okay. I'm a free citizen, so I'm not required to work, but I like it. It's nice to feel as if I'm contributing, even just by helping people drown their sorrows. I bet she makes everyone else do the real work. Like, she just gets to stand at the counter and, like, chat to people. Oh, God. Very drunk. You don't have the look of a free citizen. It was your patron. I'm sorry, is there a noble look? Do I not have the noble look? How dare you? So beautiful here, though. Very tacky and gaudy, though. Amiable maiden. Hello. I've been searching for a maiden as amiable as you. Speaking of amiable folks, we have a Judy coming back. 60 months of immortality. Welcome back, Judy. Good to have your soul. The big 60 Moogs.
Moogs is here. She blesses this resubscription. You can't see her, but she's right here. Yeah, look who's back. It's Judy Moogs. You stick your little face up so they can see you. No,
Okay, you saw an ear. You got like a tiny portion of an ear. Oh, hello there. A fresh register, are we? You seem a little lost. Well, it is lovely to make your acquaintance. Speaking of acquaintances, you wouldn't happen to have run into my attendant on your wanderings, would you? Big, strong lad, hair tied back. He was escorting me on a shopping errand when I realised I'd dropped my handkerchief. And now I've been waiting here all alone whilst he's been off searching for it. I'm not terribly fond of being alone. If you do see him, I would be obliged if you could pass on this message. Forget the silly handkerchief and return to my side at once. She doesn't seem very amiable. So her attendant is somewhere here. Oh, hello. It's me. Oh. Oh! Are you okay? Ardent attendant. I guess he was scared that if he let the handkerchief fly off into the sea, he'd be put down there too. Oh, wicked white, that was close. Thank you, friend. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't come along. I was trying to rescue my lady's handkerchief, you see. The wind must have blown it over the edge, but luckily it caught on something. I thought if I could just stretch out far enough. You risked your life for a scrap of cloth? You must think very highly of your mistress. Yeah. Yeah, you must love her so much. She is my entire world. Without her, I am nothing. When I first came to Yulmore, I thought only of improving my lot in life. But there was so much more to this city than wealth and plenty. There's no war here, no conflict. The residents all treat each other with warmth and respect. My mistress had been ever so kind to me, and I can think of no other place in Calusia where I could possibly be happier. Seems like a lie. I'm sorry. I might have got a bit carried away. I find it hard to stop when I start counting my blessings these days. Please, you should come meet my lady. When she hears of your deed, you'll be a witness to her generosity firsthand. No, I think he's definitely being abused. Like, he knows he would be beaten to a pulp if he lost that handkerchief. What? Lonely, you say? And she doesn't like to be alone. Curse my clumsy feet. I must return to her immediately. She'll probably yell at him like, I was left alone for 2 minutes. I could have been stabbed, robbed. I don't know if she's amiable. My attendant told me everything. I am so very grateful you were there to offer your assistance. You seem a dedicated patron. You value him highly then. I would hope so. As if he were a member of my own family. I could not live the wonderful life I lead without him. We free citizens owe the bonded our unending gratitude. Mayhap in another society, our different standing would breed prejudice or resentment. But in Yulmore, a most glorious measure is in place to avert such unpleasantness. Part of that measure requires that the free surrender their fortunes. Upon registration, all of our property, financial, intellectual, or otherwise, is given over to the city. In exchange, we are provided with ample funds and commodities to live a life of pampered luxury. Being liberated from the concern of earning coin has the most miraculous effect on people's outlook. There are no rivals to compete against, only fellow residents with whom to enjoy our tranquil existence. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must see what the markets have to offer as a reward for the return of my handkerchief. Oh, and I've not forgotten about you, of course, our courageous messenger turned rescuer. So they're kind of trapped too, right? Because they've given over all of their money, and their only choice is to comply to this whole system, otherwise be chucked out themselves, so they are probably just as unhappy. All this talk of relying on the bonded, and I haven't given a thought as to what your duties might be. I hope I haven't interrupted your work, unduly. Sounds very culty, yeah. And the guy at the top? Yeah. A tour of the city, is it? Then you really must visit the beehive. It's always buzzing with activity. Local humor. Anyway, a lady by the name of Tistu B usually has her seat near the entrance. She will gladly speak to you on any number of topics, assuming you find yourself on her good side. I hope I shall. Yes, I doubt they're happy at all. It is a cult. It's 100% a cult, because one of the markings of a cult is some kind of divine leader, like a divine person that everyone holds in high esteem and is unquestioned, which that seems like what's going on here. Cheers, drummer. It's now an iced coffee. It's good though. Splendid place. Anfrig. Strictly speaking, we're not meant to serve bonded citizens, but come back after business hours and I'll slip you something. We all need to pick me up once in a while, right? I was looking for... Sasha Ray. Oh, they want to marry Sasha Ray. Oh, sweet talker. Okay. Were you the person I was supposed to talk to? Oh no, Tista B, not Sasha Ray. Okay. Tista B.
Welcome to the beehive, my little drone. Seeking the sting of excitement to liven up your day?
I can tell at a glance when folk are new to our happy colony. It's the nervous fluttering, you see. Always gives them away.
Why don't we play some cards to set you at ease, eh? A quick game of high or low. It's simply a matter of guessing who has the bigger hand.
If you win, I'll grant you a single favor. Within reason, of course. Interested? Very much so. Okay, let's play. Good for you. No time like the present, I say. High or low? 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. You flip one of yours over and I flip 2 of mine. Boinga, 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 boinga. Is that didgeridoo? Boinga, 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 boinga. Now, what's your call? Will your total be higher or lower than mine? God damn, I have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What do we think, chat? Higher or lower? Higher or lower? Place your bets in chat. If it goes wrong, I will blame you. Higher or lower? Do we call it high? Do we call it low? High, says Anu. High, high, high. I feel like higher. I'm leaning towards higher because, I mean, I have 9 on the opening hand there. Like, how is she going to do better than that? High, 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 high. Am I betting whether hers will be higher or whether mine will be higher? Because I forgot what she just said. Bum, ba, bum. Hey, Jedi! Yeah, chat, we're talking about the Halloween event. We've got to do it. I'll say hi. I bet that our second card is a 1. Yeah, I'm being duped. She's playing with us. I'm going to say hi, though. You're going with hi, then, right? Right, let's see what we've got. Boy. My cards adds up to 12, and you have a total of 15. I win! Yeah! Gambling! Congratulations! Your guess was right. Usually I concede defeat at this point, but what do you say to a rematch? One more win, and let's talk about that favor. Oh, she's gonna rig it. She's gonna rig it. Another match of high or low? Come on now, little honeybee. There's the spirit. Let me sort the deck. Glorious victory! Oh, a temperature check is being redeemed. Place your bets. It is 25 degrees Celsius in my stream room right now. 25 degrees Celsius. Pretty hot. It's pretty steamy in here. 3 cards for you, 3 cards for me. Rigged. Oh, it's the same again! Well, she's got different ones, but I got the same. Now it's your call. Will your total be higher or lower than mine? Well, how is she gonna beat 9? She's only got 5 at the moment, so high, right? Surely. You're going with high then, right? Let's see what we've got. My cards add up to 13, and you have a total of 20. Yeah! I love this gambling business. I'm gonna gamble away all my gil here. Well, would you look at that? I think you got a knack for this, newcomer. Congratulations, the victory is yours, as is the prize I promised. You know, she owns this place. She's very bad at her own game. Or, maybe true, she's playing us and she's trying to make us think that we're good at the game. Maybe it's manipulation going on. Come, whisper in my ear then. Don't be shy. Tell old Tista what she can do for you. I love her hair, by the way. That's all. How delightfully wholesome. But if knowledge is what you want, then that is what you shall have. In my humble estimation, the most wondrous thing about this town is how safe we are from the Sin Eaters. They say Lord Vothri was born with the power to command them, which means no Yulmoran need ever raise a weapon in defense of our city. Lies! He's feeding peasants to them. I bet you any money he's feeding peasants to the Soul Eaters to keep them appeased. Was that kind of thing you wish to know? If your itch needs scratching, you might get a few words out of Antharn over there. There's naught that merry sot likes more than the sound of his own voice. Is there a drunkard here that wants to talk to me? Yeah, getting us hooked, exactly. Like, make us think we're good at it, and then we won't be able to stop coming back. Oh, found yourself a cat lady, have you? What? New to your lives, eh? Only just arrived and already you're looking to peel away the layers of mystery. I'm all for chatting, but you need to slow down and enjoy life, my friend. I can tell you what, you hop on stage and give us a dance first, and then we can have our little talk. Ew, I'm not dancing for you. Who do you think I am? 1 second. Who do you think I am? Because I'm a stripper! Yeah, that's right! I've been a stripper all along! Oh, whoa, I'm still wearing the hat. This is perfect. Hello. Hello. Would you like to do a duet dance with me? Okay, yeah. Oh, wait. I should do the... Oh, what's the other one? Like the posh dance. I will go better. I'll just do normal dance for now. The hat keeps it classy, yeah. Adds a bit of stylishness. Lovely. Oh, yes. Ta-da. Da-da-da. I'm surprised that this isn't like a place where people come to RP, you know, like club night in this place. Surely it must be. Why is Limsa the place where people go for club nights? Because this is where it's happening. Please hold. Did they add better jiggle physics with the graphical update? Because I swear it would... I did not jiggle like that before. Those jiggles were not jiggling like that. That's new, right? That's some new jiggles. Is that just more jiggle physics? Yeah, it's more jiggle. Jiggle jelly. I think, yeah, that's definitely some bigger jiggle. Wonderful. Wonderful. Love it. Yeah. More realistic jiggling. Yeah. It's better. It's good graphics. Good graphics. Oh, I have to dance on the mark on the stage. I have to dance on a very specific spot. Where exactly? Oh, up there? Okay. Either that or I just never noticed. Slash slut dance. Why is there not a slash slut dance? Slash slut dance and then just break down into a twerk. That's the way. Dance like there's no tomorrow. Oh, I didn't even use the pole. That was discount dance. You can get a slut dance in the gold saucer. Ooh, yay! I want to get it. Now that was a show. You're welcome to clamber up on stage anytime you like. Or I guess he's invited me to clamber all over him. Probably has a lot of cat girls clambering over him. So, what was it you wanted to ask me? Oh, yes. Something about our fair city. Well, I can tell you it wasn't always so peaceful as it is today. The Yulmaran army may be the very essence of the military might, but even our forces saw grievous losses in the war against the Sin Eaters. Things changed for us, some 20 years ago now, when the old ruler's son came to power. He's got this way with the Sin Eaters, you see. Turns them as docile as house cats. I wouldn't be exaggerating to say they've become something of an ally to Yulmore, no longer an enemy to be feared. And yet elsewhere, there are still fools who insist on fighting their losing battles. Pfft. A toast to Lord Vothry! You've gained a preliminary sense of the city. The Chais and Alphino will be expecting your return. Well, I had a smashing time. Beautiful. Can I go backstage? Can they let me through? That it's closed off. Ah, I'm not allowed. Not allowed to see the dressing rooms. Hey, Van! Welcome, welcome! Spoiler alert, Waking Sands, never again! I am never returning to the Waking Sands ever again. Minthili is, like, kind of dead now, so she can't make me. She can't make me go back there. There we go. I'm a bit more clothed now. Slightly. Let's go see Alfie, see what he's been up to. Pray, return to the Waking Sands. Again. And don't use those tickets you have in your bag. Walk all the way there without a mount, you peasant. Hello. Oh, you've returned from your jaunt around the city. So soon. You needn't have hurried back. Young Alphino has yet to put brush to canvas. Alphino is actually really good at art. One cannot rush good art, I'm told, or good artists, apparently. Ah, finally. Oh, here he goes. He better be good. He did a pencil drawing, I think in Heavenswood, that was really good. Ooh, looking suave. I've put together an ensemble out of the garments you chose. Is this satisfactory? Very satisfactory. Oh, goodness gracious me! That last outfit was precious, but this makes you positively dashing. You are truly a handsome boy. However am I to decide? What happened to the painting? Don't mention the painting. I think he's delaying. He's trying to make sure that he goes on for as long as possible. I don't recall this part of the artistic process. Yeah, this is different. Exactly. The lad is an artist, dearest, not a dress-up doll. He can be both. It's about time we set him to work for the reason we called him here. Must we? I do love a good painting, but I thought since we were enjoying ourselves so thoroughly... Well, I'd not, that is to say, as long as you... Yeah, Julia just knows that Glam is endgame. She knows. She's wise. Oh, just make sure you give the lad time to prepare. We know he'll be upset if he's not ready to paint at a moment's notice. Oh, there's someone else involved. Okay.
Whatever you say, darling. So, shall we pick out some jewelry next?
Ooh! Alfie's probably enjoying all this experience.
Jewelry? Get some earrings for Alice A as well. She'll appreciate it. I think Alphino looks simply precious in the more frilly fashions, but he doesn't seem most comfortable in travelling wear. Oh, wait, no, he likes his travelling wear. He seems the most comfortable in his travelling wear. So, I settled on his current wardrobe. It's not a common style in Ulmore, and I can just imagine the heads turning as he strides through the crowd.
Ooh, so high fashion. Slay. Lady Chai has a very particular sense of beauty, and apparently that extends to how I should dress whilst painting. But this obsession of hers works in our favour. The time I spend indulging these distractions is time you can continue to use for your explorations. For this excursion, I'd like to delve into the layer below us and sniff about the military headquarters. I'm sure the understory has its own tale to tell. Let us go and visit the peasants. Only for a mere moment, though. I wouldn't waste time on those peasants. I don't want to go to the buttress. I don't want to go quite that low. Gather information on the understory. Time for a stroll. Fun fact, Dulia Chai's model is based on a greatly upsized Lalafell body. Oh yeah, I can kind of see that. Like, because the proportions as well are from like a shorter stature body. Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark. Are you Emrick's brother? Luxury trader. What do you have? Only a flute. That must be for a mount of some kind. Summons forth the resplendent vessel of Ronka. Oh, it's 25 million gil! What? Pre-filled with divinity, majestic and blinding for your worshipping convenience. Wait, what does this look like? I'm gonna Google it. Is it worth the money? Does anyone have it? Golden Ronkan flute. Oh. What? It's literally like a gold pot. It's a gold pot. Like an uwu gold pot that just leaks money wherever you go. Well, there you go. That's not even the most expensive mount. Are you serious? More than 25 million? The things you could get for 25 million gil.
The view is absolutely gorgeous, wouldn't you agree? How generous of Lord Vothru to allow the deserving to partake of it. Only the deserving, though. No one else.
No one seems to really have much information on the understory. Hello. Am I supposed to go down here? Oh! The Satsuma always knows the way. I wouldn't agree. It kind of looks dead out there. Yeah, it looks very haunted. It's not a very welcoming atmosphere.
Vothru seems like quite the chap. Oh, he seems lovely. I do hope we get a private audience soon. I should like to kiss his feet, which I imagine are cat feet. I think he's a cat. Pretty sure he must be a cat. The fattest cat of the lot. The phrase fat cat really applies to this place, you know, because he's very wealthy as well.
Joyous Hall. Well, I don't know if this is what I was looking for. I might have to go up again. Seems there's like a layer in the middle of this delicious cake that is this city. Here, maybe? Yeah, cool. Triala. God, these environments are so detailed, though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited to explore this city, because it looks like there's so much more of it, too.
I want to go to the highest echelon. Nuts board. The clan hunt board is covered in bills showing the details of wanted monsters. However, you are unable to accept the bills posted at present. What does that have to do with nuts? Is that because they want us to go and kick those monsters in the nuts? Is that why it's called the nuts board? I have an ample fortune to offer anyone willing to go and kick my ex in the nuts. Or maybe they give people nuts in exchange for that because they're not allowed to use money. So I guess they'll just be like, I'll give you 5 walnuts. Shy chat. Shy sat. Shit chat. Hello, shit chat, Kit Kat. Licks around all you like, but whatever you do, don't lock me in here when you leave. Alright then. Okay, fair dues. Before I forget again, I ran across another horsey game that you might like. It's called Tales of Rain Ravine. It's linked in all games on the Discord. My weakness. I must look. There's also, I can't remember what it's called, but there's one that's coming out, I think next year, which is an open world adventure game where you play as, I forget the culture, it might be Peruvian or something, but it's based on a real world culture where they're famous horse lords. And you just like wander around the world with your horse, you can trade and stuff, you can upgrade your horses. It looks super chill. And it's like not a typical Iwu horse game. Like you're very much like, you're a person who respects the horse and travels with the horse. Mongolian, thank you. There we are. Yeah, you're a Mongolian horse lord. I forget what it's called. But the music seems amazing too. Weeping Warbler. You're one of the bonded, aren't you? Like me? Please, I need your help. My throat, I can't sing anymore. I've been making excuses, but it's just not getting any better. If my patron thinks I'm no use to him, then I need you to seek out the derelicts and describe my condition to Thoriac. Here's a list of symptoms and a hunk of meal to pay for his medicines. Please, I have no one else to turn to. No. Did she put herself in jail? Windstorm, The Legend of Kamori. Yeah, it keeps coming up on my TikTok feed. And I'm like, oh my god. It looks exceptionally chill and the environments look really pretty. This way? Oh, dead end. Dead end. In the derelicts. Where the heck is the derelicts? That doesn't sound like it's on the top level. Night soil pots. Okay. I always struggle in zones where there are multiple vertical levels. I can never work out which is which. And I'm new around here, you know? Where the heck am I? Oh, I need to go to the... Is it below the understory? The buttress. Okay. Down to the buttress. I can take the lift, I think. I think they'll let me go down there. Although I think this is the guy that told me I couldn't use the lift last time. So we'll see. I am not authorized. I am not worthy. Fine. I will walk on my peasant feet all the way down there. Down I go. By the way, what did you think of the Exarch? The Exarch, I'm pretty convinced that it has to be someone we already know. My first theory was it's future Alphino, who's like come from another version of reality where everything goes wrong and he's like corrupted and turning into crystal and like he has to come back to warn us. But we just saw Alphino, so unless it is another version of Alfie, I don't think it's him. But he also, I think, has a cat person's lips. So I'm starting to think it could be Grahatia. But I don't know, I just have a feeling. Whenever they have a hooded character who they haven't revealed, it usually just ends up being someone we've met before.
The Exarch is obviously John Cena. Imagine they flip off the cloak and that's what we see. Oh, this is the derelicts, actually outside the tower, okay. Okay, what is this? Looks like they're just kind of living off the trash the rich people throw out.
I don't like this solid gold statue anymore. I've grown tired of its golden titties. Throw it from the balcony, dear.
Not gonna lie, I've heard several theories on the Exarch's identity, but this one is one I haven't heard. As for the second one, the Exarch has no tail. Yeah, but he could be hiding it. He could be hiding it. Like, it doesn't take much to tuck your tail and your ears in.
Hey, you need medicines, tonics, potions?
I very much do. He seems crazy.
A cure for an ailing voice, is it? No, no medicine'll cure this. Methinks your songbird has a lump in her throat. It must be cut out, excised, and even then the voice may never heal completely. Poor songbird. Will they kick her from the nest, I wonder? Or simply silence her chirps?
Well, thank you for the not help.
Oh, your face. You didn't know? Of the many hopefuls who enter the city, very few were ever seen to leave, even as corpses.
Because they eat them!
Oh, you might see one or two fortunate fools hurled from the balconies, but the rest, gone. A town of nightmares it is. Not for the ship's rat. Oh, no, no, no. I am content to scurry around down here and nibble on the crumbs which fall from the table. The consultation is over. You have my verdict, and I have my meal. Good day.
Great. Can we maybe convince our patrons to take on a singer? Protect them for now? Maybe convince them that she's another artist who we definitely need for inspiration as a muse to help with our poses. Maybe. Can we get a secondary medical opinion? Maybe from someone who has a medical degree? Yeah, I don't think that guy went to medical school somehow. I don't know, maybe it's just the general dodginess or the odor coming off of him, but yeah, I don't know if I trust him very much. Gotta go back down to the prison, I think. Yeah, this is gonna get dark very fast, I think. Ugh. Although, if we need to get the nobles on our side, surely telling them that they've been eating people for years, if that does end up being the truth, will make them want to riot against the current lord. He won his medical degree at the Gold Saucer. It was written in Comic Sans and everything. It's proper legit. Proper legit. Down we go. Speak with the Weeping Warbler. Is she not in here? Is she up another level? Oh no, she's in here. Hello.
Did she get my medicine?
You're going to die. I think I'm gonna have to watch what happens to her.
So that's it? What am I to do if I can't sing?
Ah, there you are, my sweet canary. Have you been crying again? Don't tell me that your voice is still on the mend.
Oh, generous sir, have mercy. I've done all I can, but even the apothecary said...
She's gonna die. Hey, Anonymous, welcome on in. So, you've been suffering all this time? am sorry, my pet. I hadn't realized your affliction was this grave. But you needn't fret. I'll not reward your hours of trilling by casting you out onto the streets. You are too kind, sir. What use am I if I cannot sing? I fear the day I become a burden more to you than a treasure. Then I shall have a word with Lord Vothry and arrange for your ascension. In that paradise where resides neither pain nor illness will your song ring out clearly once again. Or mayhap you think it a step too far. Oh, the ascension's a lie. You would do that for me? Of course. Why, I would almost wish to hasten my own ascension, knowing your blessed instrument was waiting there to greet me. No. Ascension? Yeah, that sounds too good to be true. Sounds incredibly sus. I think the leader guy just eats them. Ah, you must be a new arrival to harbor such doubts. Allow me to allay your suspicions. As all know, the Sin Eaters exist to devour the sinful, but also do they serve to gather the souls of the innocent and shepherd them unto celestial paradise. How stupid are you? Seriously! It is through Lord Vothry that we learned this truth. It is through Lord Vothry's grace that the free people of Yulmore are destined to embrace salvation. We are blessed to spend our days surrounded by love and merriment, until at last we are called to our final rapture. Even the bonded may find a place within that host, should their patrons deem them worthy. Lord Vothry truly is a great man, isn't he? Yeah! Now, if you'll excuse us, we must be on our way. May you find eternal salvation for the compassion you've shown my precious canary. He doesn't even refer to her, like, all the names he has for her are for objects. Like, oh, canary, my pet, my precious. She's not a real person to him. Just a thing. Now she's gonna get eaten by a catman. Or, I think he's just feeding the Sin Eaters. He's basically made a Sin Eater farm where it's just the whole factory, right? You raise them up, you let them indulge in their sins and become the most sinful they've ever been. And then, when they're all plump and juicy and full of sin, you feed them to the Sin Eaters, send them up. And that keeps the Sin Eaters more satiated for a while, I guess. It's probably what's going on. Most sane RimWorld player. always choose cannibalism in RimWorld. Works every time. Waste not, want not, you know? Yummy sin. Delicious. Well, Alfie, shit do be fucked, yo. Ooh. Oh my god. You're so talented. Oh. It's good to see you back. You were taking so long I began to worry something had happened. I've begun sketching an outline for the portrait, but nay, the shapes appear otherwise occupied. Will you share what your investigations have gleaned thus far? He can draw. So Lord Vothry boasts some manner of influence over the Sin Eaters. Does he? That would explain the reverence in which he's held by the citizenry. As for this ascension business, I cannot help but be of the mind that the apothecary and his ominous remarks are. If so many good folk entered the city over the years, where do they go? He eats them. And the nobles are just as trapped here as we are. I take my eye off you for one moment and you're chattering away with that assistant of yours. Am I to assume the outline is done then? What?
in the blazes? What? It's amazing. It's so unflattering. Explain yourself, Alano. Oh no. Where is your artistic interpretation? It should evoke images of affluence and nobility and overwhelm the viewer with its boundless beauty.
Lord Chai, you stated that this portrait was to commemorate your anniversary. Yours being a joyous union. It seemed to me that a realistic portrayal...
Realistic? I don't want realism, I want perfection. A spectacle to slacken jaws and weaken knees, to make people cry out in amazement. I'll fetch a blank canvas and... Oh. Ah! Ah! Ah!
What is happening?
I say, did that come from above? Papa!
Oh, someone's being thrown off the tower.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A tale to make you quiver and your noble blood freeze. There was a villain on the loose, set to ruin our fair city. But our Lord has got him now, and his fate will not be pretty. Yes, the hammer of justice is poised to come crashing down, and one and all who'd watch it fall are invited to join his lordship in the offer.
Oh, fun and execution.
Oh,
There's nothing nobles love more than a good execution.
a malcontent. How dreadful.
And this man is to face sentencing?
That's right. In fact, if you're curious, it might be worth you going along for the experience. The offer they mentioned is part of the Emergent, the level above us, where Lord Vothry resides.
I'm not allowed to go there.
Ordinarily, you'd be barred from entering, but it seems they'll be opening its doors for the next little while. The Crown Lift will take you up there.
Oh my. We'd better not dawdle then.
I want to see the Lord. I have a bone to pick with him.
I bet he's getting high on catnip up there. Oh wait, can I go up, like, with this one? Ooh.
Joining the crowd up there?
Yes, I am.
Chai is showing his true opinion of his wife. Methinks, wow. He's like, it's not good enough for my love.
The evil music is playing. That can only mean good things.
Oh my word.
That's him. That's Vothry.
It's Jabba the Hutt!
But he has, like, all baby hair. He just looks like a big rolling Jabba with a baby goblin face. That's terrifying. Oh.
Delicious. Sad and sweet.
Oh my, those are his smexual maidens. Oh,
He's
yeah,
attended
this
by
is
senators.
absolutely giving Jabba vibes.
But how does he keep them from attacking?
They even have golden bikinis.
He feeds them.
Mercy! Mercy!
The senators are made from a kind of, like, stony look.
By the 12.
It's him, no! Why is he back here? Oh no, did we get him into trouble? Oh no.
Kaishia, what happened to you?
We thought we were helping him.
Impudent louts. I do not recall requesting their presence.
That voice exactly how I thought it would be.
I hope I get to fight him.
Lord Vothry, what is the meaning of this? Why is this poor man bleeding to death on your floor?
I think it's time for the Sin Eaters to feast, that's why.
You ask me why? Because criminals must be punished. And this man is guilty of fraud.
What?
He came to us, claiming to be a man of business. Yet his subsequent conduct has shown him to be anything but.
What?
Iore is a city built on love for once.
The little ponytail on the back.
Those who have naught to give and live only to take are a blight upon our society.
You can tell that this guy's ponytail is like greasy AF. Like he's been storing 1,000 years of grease in there. He uses it to grease his front fleck, you know?
To atone for this crime, I ordered that he fling himself from the balcony.
Well, he's already done that. Been there, done that.
Had the temerity to weep. Please,
We can
my
save him.
lord. Anything but that. What then is a man of mercy to do? But offer the sinner another way to show his contrition.
Oh my god.
Another way? Meaning what exactly?
Also, I don't think I've ever seen blood like that in Final Fantasy 14 Online before. Like, I've never seen, you know, someone with an actual cut and like blood coming out of it. Like, that's pretty grisly for Final Fantasy. There are some messed up monsters that I've seen before, but I don't think we've seen actual
Sin-eaters are
pools
part
of
Yulmore
blood and people
society,
bleeding. Oh my god.
But they must be fed with ether.
Of
Living
course.
ether.
Yes, I figured. Wait, how does no one know this though? If the nobles get invited up to see all these executions, how does no one know that the Sin-Eaters eat people and that's how he keeps them under control? Like, wouldn't you work that out the first time you saw that?
So, I demanded an offering of flesh, carved by his own hand, from his own hide.
Oh my god!
And still, he could not do as I asked.
He is just like a baby having a tantrum.
A wholly unsatisfactory performance.
'Tis true that Kaishir won his place here by fraud, but his actions were driven only by a desire to share in your paradise. That you would cast him out I could almost accept, but to humiliate him thus, to demand his very life? Is this truly the way of Yulmore?
Also, I'm surprised we're allowed to speak. I'm surprised guards haven't come and dragged us the second we started talking.
Dim, deluded child. Have you ever paused to consider what it takes to maintain such a paradise in this barren, broken world of ours?
Oh my.
The guarantee of safety and stability. The knowledge that if one only abides by the rules, one has naught to fear.
There's one positive of all of this though. We're gonna get some really cool Sin-Eater bosses. I predict.
Can offer these things, for I alone can command the Sin-Eaters.
That's not true.
And thus am I alone the voice of justice, and any who oppose me, villains to be punished.
I really hope that his eventual fate is that he's devoured by his own Sin-Eaters. I hope we watch them rip him to pieces. Bit of his own medicine.
And people call this paradise.
You have to help him.
You were granted a place in my city for a particular skill. What was it?
Painting.
An artiste! Then you shall paint a picture for me of Yulmore. If I find your art pleasing, then I may excuse.
He's not
this
going to find it
display of
pleasing.
excellence.
Because it's more fun to play with people than it is to forgive them. He's healing him. Chat was saying as well, if you
Who
are a healer in this scene. You help Alfie heal him.
I told you to paint me a picture!
My God. Get him, Alfie.
It's a mirror, not a painting. It will capture the horror I see before me far better than I ever could.
Burn! The sass. He's like, even he doesn't know what to say. What you need, mate, is a fucking mirror. Because you're a piece of shit. Slay, Alfie, slay.
Did that little worm just insult me?
No one has ever dared before. Well, yeah, that's a surefire way to get executed, surely. He's gonna be in so much trouble. Oh.
I'll kill them! I'll kill them all!
Oh my God.
I'll enslave their minds! I'll torment them! Torture them! Then tear out their hearts!
He's actually having a tantrum. Who is it you're gonna kill? Because you don't seem to be doing much about it. Where are your guards? I'm not scared. And who was that watching in the shadows? Curious. Speak with Chadden. Who is Chadden, king of the Chads?
Lo, 'tis Chadden, our lord amongst Chads.
Alfie, you need to leave right now. He's gonna kill you. Forgive me. In my anger, I seem to have marched us back outside again. Though, it is probably best we leave this island altogether. I believe we've worn out our welcome in Yulmore. In any case, I've seen enough of the world's self-proclaimed capital city to convince me that our battle against the Cineas will find few allies in Calusia. I will accompany you back to the Crystarium. We need to regroup and think on our strategy anew. Oh, but I want to explore the city more. I wasn't done. I want to stay there longer. Kaishe, I have done you a great disservice. You were hungry and desperate, and I offered you a solution without once considering the risks inherent to you accepting it. If I had but known the price that you would be made to pay. You gave me everything I needed for your idea to work. It was me who made a mess of things, not you. But even after all the trouble I caused, you still stepped in and saved me. And now Lord Vothri wants us all dead. Why not come back with us? The Castrarium. I am certain we can find work for you there, if you're willing. No. That would just be me leaning on your kindness, again. I need to do some thinking. Learn to stand on my own 2 feet. But he'll kill you if you stay here. Very well. But you must promise you'll be careful. The Yulmorans may yet come looking for us. I'll keep my head down, don't worry. Then you take good care too. Give me the chance to repay what you've done for me. Alphino. Who's this? Oh! Lord and Lady Chai. What in the blazes did you do? I have an entire city looking for you. I took a peek at your unfinished portrait, Alphino. Now, I've had many a beautiful and striking picture painted for me, but there was something about your work. It was as if you caught the very essence of our love and rendered it naked upon the canvas. It was bold, unflinching, and I adored it. Please, you must come back with us and finish what you began. I will speak with Lord Vothri and vouch for your character. I'm sure we can smooth over any hard feelings. Oh, sweet cat lady. I am sorry, Lady Chai. There are more important matters to which I must attend. More important? What could be more important than enjoying the days we have left to us or the fullest? Pray press me no further. We are leaving. And I would not presume to take the garments you were so kind as to procure for me. One moment. Oh, I wouldn't hear of it. Keep the clothes, you silly boy, I insist. And I shall make arrangements so that you can pass through the gate without causing a stir. I expect you to come and visit. Oh, she is actually really nice. I will return, I promise you that. The outrage I witnessed must not go unanswered. The next time we meet, I shall be better prepared to confront the corruption which hides behind the glittering facade. Aww. She seems so lonely as well. Like she was so excited to see anyone but her husband. In a gilded cage she is. I hope we can save her. Well, well, well. Speak to Alfie on the cracked shell beach. Back at the Karium, I think. Still tied. Oh no, actually, I have to go talk to him on the beach before. Introduce him to our friend. He's gonna help us get back there. Arranged marriage, although like it seemed like she loved her husband. Maybe he didn't love her, I don't know. Or maybe he did, you know, because he was very much appeasing everything she asked for. So anything she wanted, he would get for her. But it seemed like he was very much at the tired stage, like, yes, my love, yes, of course, you're right. Yes, anything you say, my love, yes. Yes, my sweet honeybee, whatever you want. So, I don't know if he does love her. Not gonna lie, I had an errant thought back when I was at this stage. That considering this is a Final Fantasy game, I wondered what manner of gruesome death she'll face. Well, yeah, I think Vothri's anger will maybe extend to them, because they were my patrons, so maybe it would be a bad ending for those two. It's not like he values anyone's life.
Feed them to the Sin Eaters.
But yes, it was as I suspected from the very beginning. I hope we live to see him toppled from his throne. Because I feel like we could get the nobles on side. Like, just tell them, like, he's been taking all of your money for no reason. He has no power over the Sin Eaters. And then maybe they'll rise up. Once we expose him as a fraud. Thank you, my friend, for staying at my side through this whole sordid endeavor. Whilst not quite the joyous outcome I had hoped for, our efforts have nevertheless answered a great many questions. Suffice it to say, our plans for saving the first are unlikely to involve the aid of Lord Vothri and his subjects. Come, we must speak with the Exarch and chart a new course. This is far from over. Far from over, indeed. It is time we reunite him with his sister, though. I do like the music here, though. I wanted to explore the city more, I'm not gonna lie. I was hoping we had a whole storyline with those nobles and, like, slowly getting to know them and, like, maybe turning them around to our point of view and that kind of thing. But no! It's over. We have returned to the great city. This place is beautiful. Why would you choose to live there in that slummy city rather than here? With this in plain sight and lavender-colored trees. I'm living here if I had to choose between the two. I mean, who'd want to live there? The humans. Although I hate to leave Eorzea, I think, for now, this is where I'll leave things. It's a good break in the story. You know, we've just done Alfie. We've gone to go get Alfie, and his part's done. And I feel like from here, things are really going to pick up. So there we go. But thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Shadowbringers will continue. If anyone's brand new here, we always play Final Fantasy on a Friday for Friday. So no matter what, even if I don't play any more Shadowbringers earlier in the week, we will always play on a Friday. But there might be some bonus Final Fantasy streams as I'm getting really into Shadowbringers, so we might have to play some more.